Chris, if you're sick, don't feel obligated like you have to do the podcast. I would hate for you to hurt your little throat.
Holy shit.
God damn.
You are now tuned in to your number one radio station. Radio.
Folks, welcome to Violent People Radio. I am one of your hosts, Sam, and with me, per usual, Dan Rice. Dan, how you doing?
Pretty good. You started it right before I could make a 1488 joke about Tanner, so let's get into it.
Amazing stuff. And per usual,
awesome.
Tanner, how you doing?
I'm here. That's right, everybody. Back again by popular demand. I'm back.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. That's what everyone's saying.
That's what they're saying, yeah.
Back with us, our first two-time guest, Olly. Olly, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Episode 14, much like many of 14 being DX rated, is Olly rated, apparently. And the British are once again saving the Americans' asses. You can thank me later, much like you can thank Will Ospreay when he beats MJF. Fucking hell, please, please, please save us, Ospreay.
First of all, the British have never saved America in anything. Just want to get that out of the way. Second of all, I'm surprised you could even show your face after the abysmal performance in the Olympics. Third,
it's a podcast.
Thank you for being.
It's an audio.
I'm amazed it took us that long to get into an Olympics tangent.
Olly, are you aware that you're on the most downloaded episode of Violent People Radio?
I believe I saw that afterwards, so I must be a pretty good draw.
Yeah, that is what the metrics are telling us. The Danish love you.
The Danish? Well, I love their pastries.
Get it? The Danishes. Anywho.
Did Danishes originate in Denmark?
That's a great question. You would think so, right? Hit origin of the Danish, origin of the Danish.
It feels German.
It says Germanic origin.
Austrian.
Wow, that's...
Well, it's techniques brought to Denmark by Austrian bakers.
Olly's episode is so far the most downloaded.
Yeah.
That if this one becomes the second most downloaded or most downloaded, someone's getting voted off the island. Olly's coming on. You can't fight these numbers.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're not going to be able to fight the numbers. It's actually just a little behind the scenes here for just a second. So Dan, about 30 minutes before we started the show, said, hey, I'm not going to be able to be on. And I was like, oh, should we find a guest? And Dan was like, yeah. So I just put the Violent People updates. Who wants to be on VPR? Olly answered the call. Also, I believe Olly already had access to the VPR studio. So that was an easy answer.
He could literally be on every week if he wanted to.
That is true.
There's no stopping him.
We're not doing good about removing that. That's not me.
And then Dan, I'm also pretty sure Quentin could join this right now if he wanted to. And then, so at one point, and then Dan goes, hey, actually, I'm hopping on in 10 minutes. So we're like, we're going to wait for Dan. Myself, Sam, Olly, and Chris. And then we get on, and Chris is like, yeah, I'm not feeling too hot. I'm going to hop off. So this is the crew that you're left with. At one point, we were going to be a 3-person show. Then we became 4, then 5, back to 4. So it was actually...
I'm going to splice in right here how Tanner treats his good friend when they say they don't feel good.
My best friend.
Best friend. There you go.
I bet it's not going to be spliced in right there.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Absolutely not happening.
Although, shit, I want to mention. So last week, the podcast started auto playing in my car. I'd finished my like normal Wednesday podcast and VPR auto played. Dan, I didn't realize you were fading the intro music out and letting our voices fade in. I was like, I'm impressed.
And the only splicing I've ever done is I think you said something stupid and I put it in the beginning of next week's episode. I don't know what it was.
Who
could know? There's so many things it could have been. It's so many options. No, I mean my sister had to go to the urgent care for she got bit by a stray cat, which apparently stray cat bites. We called like everyone. They're like, no, go get it looked at. Go get it looked at. And they always take forever. And we were in and out in like 30 minutes, not even.
I don't want to ask too many questions, but how old is your sister?
She's a grown woman.
Oh, okay.
But
What the hell is?
No,
What the hell is your sister letting Tomoka and Abba bite her for?
Wait, hold on. You thought Dan had an 8-year-old sister?
I thought they were young. I thought there was like an age gap here.
No.
Dan, aren't you almost 40?
I mean, I don't know, 36.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, almost
hell.
40.
Well, let's
yeah.
I'd say mid 30s. I don't know. We're gonna say almost 40.
36 is not mid. I'm sorry.
So only 35 is mid.
Yeah.
No, 36.
That
36 is mid.
36
Okay,
is not
so
mid.
mid 30. I remember mid 30s. Why? Where are you going with this?
I just thought it was weird that Sam thought a 36-year-old. Like, I don't know. That's
I don't know. Yeah,
quite
I
a
saw
large
there's an
age gap.
here.
Especially some of the stories you have told about your mother. I just the time frame wasn't adding up.
It doesn't add up. No, but I mean, if your finger's bleeding, you don't want to ride to the urgent care. You don't want someone to sit with you.
I'm sorry, are we going to gloss over the fact that Tanner is just essentially telling you your mom a joke there?
About my dead mom, it's fine.
God.
No!
Damn.
It's still
God.
nicer than how he treats Chris.
Damn.
Dad. Oh my gosh.
Tanner, take the hood off. We all know you're Christian Cage under there.
Hey, listen. I wish I was getting paid like Christian Cage.
Don't we all?
Yeah, Sam does owe me a Steam Deck.
You were supposed to do something. I don't think you did.
Yeah, I don't.
You said
No,
whoever
I
gets
definitely
a violent people tattoo gets a Steam Deck.
Oh, fuck, Dan, we have to talk about that. And Ollie's here. Perfect.
Ollie, designer of our logo.
Yes.
And tattoo
Dan.
designer.
Dan, the man who has the logo tattooed on him. So well, first I want to ask, did you get permission from Ollie before you got the tattoo?
Oh shit.
Absolutely not.
Well, here's the thing. Sam already paid for it. So really, I should have went for Sam's permission.
That's not how
Right?
this works. That's not, I don't have a irrevocable
You
license.
said you bought it. You said you bought it for everything.
I
You
didn't
could-
buy
you
a
could print
license
T-shirts and whatnot.
for bodily use. We didn't write that in the contract.
Do I have to get this removed now, Ollie? You know how expensive that is to get this removed.
Well, no, he can just upcharge up the ass. Because what are you gonna do? You gonna take it off?
Oh man, I'll just wear long sleeves. You don't even know.
Yeah.
Ollie, just send an invoice to Dan.
I got it. But yeah, I actually, this speaking of my sister, she for Christmas back in fucking December got me a gift certificate to a tattoo artist that I like, and I lost it immediately, and I just never mentioned it. And I guess my sister's been sitting around thinking I don't want any more tattoos, and she got me a terrible present. And the tattoo artist thought that was weird. They paid me and never came and got a tattoo. And I was just not going to mention either because I'm embarrassed. And finally, she's like, "Why don't you want to do?" I do, and she's like, "Oh, he'll just do it," and he did. And I actually spoke to him forever ago about getting a LA Park tattoo. I want to do like Park's mask, but like the comedy drama faces. But I'm obsessed with our logo, and I think it looks fucking awesome. And last minute, I go, "Hey, can you do this?" And he goes, "Yeah, let me look at it." And he goes, "Do I have to change anything? I love it." And I go, "No, I love it too. Just do it." And he did it.
Great.
And now I owe Ollie a lot of money, I guess.
Yeah.
Good for Ollie.
Interesting.
It already
I mean,
cost.
what if we just? I mean, Dan, I love the commitment to the brand.
Yeah.
I could never. My ADDS literally could never.
Well, I mean, it doesn't say violent people. No offense. Like, so if I delete you all tonight, it's just a cool looking
looks cool.
tattoo. Yeah.
That is true. It does look.
I actually thought when I wasn't going to be on it, it'd be a funny bit if I got the tattoo and then was never on the show again.
Dan, that would be funny. Or you just quit the website like the next week. That would be extremely funny. Can I ask, because I couldn't tell in the picture, is it on your leg or your arm?
It's on my forearm.
Okay. So it's like a visible. Okay, that makes sense. You said wear long sleeves, so it's like a visible ass tattoo.
Yeah.
Does your nephew say, "Oh, is this Sam?"
He starts punching it because it thinks it represents Sam.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Target.
Wow, that's awesome. That for a little behind the scenes, Dan didn't tell anybody that he was getting that tattoo.
Like, yeah.
It's just it's very. I want to get.
I mean, I like decided there basically. Like it crossed my mind, but I'm like, that's crazy. And then I was sitting there and I was like, hey, what about this? And then, like I said, the guy loved it. So
Yeah, no,
like,
it's an extremely sick design. Like I would not like. Unlike most wrestling things, I would not feel embarrassed to have that tattooed on my body. That being said, Sam, I am getting the website's URL across my forehead.
Just get around the small of your back. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking.
Is it going to be .co or .do? Call back.
I'll get. Hey, you know what? I'll get both just in case.
Just don't do what I did on the header graphics that I sent you guys and put .com.
I noticed that last night. I went, oh, that's not a big deal.
Oh, that's funny.
I noticed it just going to the Twitter header file on my PC, and I was like, oh, fuck. And I keep meaning to redo it and send it yours, and it just keeps bypassing my brain.
I've never noticed. That's so funny.
Yeah, I noticed last night because Sam sent me the image before I started streaming on the Violent People Streams Twitch. Which, by the way, if you were at that ring stream, shout out Snowboy also for sending a raid. But I noticed it said violentpeople.com. I went, okay. I was just like, oh, Sam has an old image, and that's the first image he found and sent to me. So I didn't think it was a big, but very funny regardless.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Well, I have a full review for Deadpool and Wolverine ready if y'all are.
Absolutely not. We have wrestling news to talk about. We have we have two
wrestling news.
Breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. We have two huge returns to the wrestling world. Mike Quackenbush is wrestling.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh what?
We're fucking cooking.
Yep.
I'll give you 10 guesses where he's wrestling. You won't come up with.
Hold on. Oh, is it like a promotion I've heard of?
Maybe.
Really? Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Probably, but maybe.
Well, goddamn, that doesn't help me at all. Give me.
I mean, they're geographically. Tanner could go to the show, right?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Is it AWE?
No.
No.
That'd be
shit.
too
Is
serendipitous.
Oh fuck! Is it fucking the Florida people? Vision Pro, Team Vision Pro?
No, it's not interesting.
That's his crowd.
It's not interesting. It's not like
No.
Oh, I would know. I think we should say it because I don't think Tanner's gonna.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna guess.
He's gonna be a 6-man tag in Pro South.
Pro South Wrestling.
No fucking shit.
Out of Piedmont, Alabama.
Dude, Pro South is like 45 minutes.
He's excited.
He's got. You're going to see Quack.
What's his favorite wrestler? Mike Quackenbush.
The King of Dude, that show's happening this week.
You could just drive past that venue and throw eggs at his car.
This show is. You wouldn't want to get under the learning tree, Ollie? This show is happening this Friday.
Why would I want to go into his learning tree when I can just watch all of his YouTube videos?
That's what I'm saying. That's what the learning tree is.
No, that's Chris Jericho.
This is the same. This is the same promotion that ran AJ Styles, Corey Hollis, I believe.
Hell yeah! Oh my
god, yeah.
Hold on. I also think this may be the promotion that ran AJ and Jimmy Rave.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
this is like
quite the lineage here from Styles, Rave to Quack. So they bring in only the greats. Only the greats.
That's so fucking crazy. I wonder how much they're paying Mike. I'm sure he's doing a seminar. Wow. That's incredible.
And in
a bad way.
Great return that we've already alluded to a little bit. Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment. Tanner.
Did I not just mention them last week on last week's episode?
Yeah, I believe so. One, didn't realize they were fully dead. I did think there was a shabbling corpse of them running around.
Well, there is. I did not realize fucking Southern Honor was just. I didn't realize Southern Honor was fucking Murder One and Josh Wheeler running it.
That's very funny.
Which is who ran.
WWE.
So then what's the point of AWE then coming back?
They're just rebranding Southern Honor. They're completely throwing away all the branding of Southern Honor. I believe that's the promotion, Southern Honor. But they're just throwing out all the branding and they're making all the titles back into the Georgia Wrestling Crown titles.
Well, I don't think so. I think this is a different promotion that they rebranded.
What?
It's not Southern Honor they rebranded. It doesn't. I don't believe.
What's the promotion? It's Southern something.
I say Southern Honor has a show coming up still, so it can't be that.
Southern Honor does have a show coming up. Southern States Pro Wrestling. Southern States Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
So I'd never heard of it.
So Southern
either.
States is the one by Josh Wheeler and Murder One. Is that what we're alluding to? Or is Southern Honor also?
No, it's Southern States.
Okay.
Well, Southern States says it's Cage Match. Tell me Bo James owns it.
Wrong.
Okay, I mean it could be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There could be more than one Southern States too.
But no, I was reading the Facebook post because I went, there's no God. I got so heated immediately. But then they said Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment didn't die. Like, they didn't kill off the brand till 2021. And there is no fucking way that's true.
See, I don't know. I was kind of with Sam where I just assumed they were running shows no one cared about.
Yeah.
No. They haven't ran shows in
It's 2021.
No, it's definitely before. Like, I'm pretty sure they stopped running regularly before COVID.
Quick timeout. Ollie, have you ever heard of Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment?
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Perfect. Okay.
I'm fucking shocked.
Wait.
You're telling me you didn't go to SCI in 2016, Ollie? You didn't go see Chris Hero wrestle in a fucking hot ass gym in the middle of the Atlanta?
I wish I could go to Atlanta in 2016.
No, you don't. No, you
I
do
fucking
not.
well don't. No, I fucking well don't. Considering
As somebody
the
that was at that show in 2016, no, you do not.
Wait, what month was this?
August.
Considering I was in Spain in August 2016, I think I'd have rather been there.
Yeah, that was, like, they did book. Hey, listen, who here has seen Chris Hero and JT Dunn versus Murder One and Chip Day live?
Not me.
That sounds
Not me.
fully enthralling.
Sam, were you not there? For real?
No.
Why do I think you were at that show?
I was at one AWE show ever. And it had
You went to Scenic City Trios in 2017. Yes.
Yes. I
Why do I
don't remember
why
what it's
do I think
called.
you were at that show?
Um,
When did you
yeah.
go to a AWE show?
I went to AWE Homegrown, the first one ever.
Oh, is that the Chip Day Tommaso Ciampa show?
That is the Chip Day versus Sammy Callahan show.
Oh, of fucking course it is.
It also had
Golly.
Martin Stone versus Ciampa.
Okay.
The real draw of the show, Iceberg versus DJ Hyde.
No fucking way, dude. That show sounds awesome.
And
I know I've seen this show, but you're telling me for the first time.
it was main evented by Rave versus Fox in a 2-out-3 falls match.
Now, Tanner, you were wrong. They were running shows. I mean, they ran a bunch of shows in 2021,
For real?
including
Nobody
Buddy
fucking
Matthews
cared
versus
about
Chip Day.
This
I'd
is
watch
great
that in
stuff.
2021.
This is great
him.
stuff.
Hey, that sounds okay.
Yeah, I'm like into that.
From an
And then a
in-ring
bunch of shit I'm
perspective.
not into, but
I'm trying to think. How many AEWE shows did I go to? I went. For our listeners out there that don't know about Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment,
Probably
Atlanta
important once
Wrestling.
I acknowledge that Ali has no idea who they are.
Yeah, Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment was like where all the hype for the Southern Indies in the mid 2010s started, because that is the promotion that booked Jimmy Rave as their ace. And you might have heard a few people on this podcast talk positively about AWE in the past, and how Jimmy Rave at one point in the mid 2010s was a top 10 wrestler of a certain year. What year was that, Sam, that he was in the top 10? Was that 2015 we did that, or 2016 maybe?
That we did that? When did you guys set that up?
I don't.
I'm talking when we did the award show. Come on. As the official tastemakers. But shit. Yeah. I mean, it was pretty much like also like weirdly like a lot of people that went there were very anti-British graps. So it started like the Southern versus British wrestling shit on Twitter. It's a whole thing, but the promotion as a whole is not good.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
I don't know. There's too many promotions in fucking Georgia now. Like, honest to, like, they're all
not something people were saying a long time that long ago.
No, exactly. I mean, when AWE was around the first time, there was no promotions in Georgia, really. I mean, WWA 4 was kind of it, and now, I mean, God, you have, what did we say? Southern States, which is becoming AWE again. Southern Honor. You have Action. You have that weird shit Jonathan Gresham runs.
Hell yeah!
You have,
what is that?
I don't think that's a thing anymore.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah,
Well,
I think that lasted like 5 shows.
But he ran one this year, did he not?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I just assume it's an like irregular show he runs.
No, it's not even Terminus anymore. It became like something else, something.
Yeah.
wrestling.
Oh, it did become something else.
But then,
right.
like, this we're
Modern Age
talking.
Chaplin.
Yeah, and we're talking years ago. I mean, it's got to be 2022,
22 was their last one, yeah.
and no one ever cared. Like, not for a single show.
But
100
WWA
people did.
4 is still there. I'm bet Fred Yehai's still doing his trampoline backyard wrestling promotion somewhere.
If he's not saving the children.
You know what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
there's
he's not-
actually not a lot of promotions in Georgia.
No, there actually is. Like, because there's Action takes a large piece of that pie, and Southern Honor is like a really good promotion. If you go watch it, they have really good like camera work. Like it's a solid looking product. There is not, especially when these promotions are running in or in the 20-mile radius outside of Atlanta. Like, it's like, you can't have a third promotion right there unless you're just bringing in all not local talent.
Yeah, you can't have more than 2 sizable promotions in the notably small state of Alabama. I mean, Georgia. Sorry.
Not within the same
State.
fucking 20-mile radius.
Agreed.
I mean, Southern Honor and Action already shares a lot of the same roster. I mean, so what's AWE going to do different? Murder One used to have an automated Twitter message when you followed him on Twitter asking you to buy a t-shirt. I don't think he can afford to bring in not Georgia wrestlers. So I don't know. I'm interested to see where it goes. I'm interested to see if IWTV airs it. I mean, they probably still have Dylan's number somewhere.
I gotta be honest. I actually don't care about AWE. I just saw it on Facebook yesterday, and I was like, "This is
that's really
deeply funny."
Yeah, I thought it was funny after I mentioned them last week. I was like, "What are the fucking odds?"
Like,
I do want to circle back. I want Tanner. You got to get to that Quack show. Full report for the site.
If somebody wants to pay me for it, I absolutely will. I have no plans.
Oh my
on
God.
Friday. Somebody wants to pay for my ticket.
Tanner does not do anything for free. He's not eating hot dogs for free. He's not going to wrestling shows for free. He's not even
And that is why
watching
he doesn't.
wrestling
That's why
shows
he doesn't
for
write for the site.
Yep.
It's like he heard we were not paying for this G1 piece, and he just stopped watching, is what I was told.
No, I did. I watched some of the G1 this week. I just slowed down. I've been busy.
What show are we on right now? You said you're through 7.
Yeah, I'm through 7. I think 15 just aired.
Shut the fuck up. That's crazy. That's
I'm not
crazy.
kidding.
Okay.
But
that's great.
I look forward to this piece in March.
No, I also said
He's on that
I would
Chris
have the
schedule.
piece. I would have the I'll have it in before next G1 for sure. No, I said it would be like Labor Day weekend by the time I had it done, and I still hold true. It's going to be Labor Day weekend.
What's Labor Day weekend?
2 weeks.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you can get your piece in before Chris Smith's August lucha matches, you're doing great.
Oh, easy. He hasn't started July.
Tanner, I'm just telling you what I'm saying.
I'll definitely have it in before August lucha. So in before Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'll have that done.
In the chat,
my vote was going to be the final Wet Hot American Dragon Summer piece.
But, well, that also drops on Labor Day. So
what are the odds?
The final.
What are the odds? We almost planned it like that.
Final. Yeah, almost like it was planned like that.
Did we actually plan it like that? It feels like we almost missed a couple of spots. So I'm like, did we?
Every step of the way has been meticulous.
We did almost like have to miss one. I think it just ended up going up the next day. But no, it was always the plan for it to run through Labor Day.
Perfect. I don't know if it was on air or in chat or after where me and Sam said we would never post any of the articles for you again, but I have already posted one since then. Just want the people to know.
Hey, I had internet issues over the weekend. Lucky I'm still here.
Who's lucky?
Who's lucky? All right, so.
But no, I do appreciate that, Dan.
Great anytime. Callbacks for all of our longtime fans of the Wazim cast here. So glad we could talk about two things we absolutely talked a ton about. AWE.
Yeah, Frey's going to be on next week when Sam's not here.
No one knows who Frey is. No one here. Ollie definitely doesn't.
Okay. So let's get in. Let's get into this. We were gonna do this show when it was gonna be the core four. It was gonna be on Evolve Wrestling. So I do my research. I'm a research guy, and I try to find some podcasts on Evolve. There's one called We Don't Know Evolve. Why is there no episode 3? Who was on it? Who's problematic that was on? Or 2? There's an episode that's missing, and I'm like, who was on that shit that he deleted it?
Is that for real?
I didn't delete shit.
Oh, that's funny. When I went to go search it up, it was like 1, 3, 4, and then I assume you never did know the show.
Let me go on my Libsyn website.
And I just thought, oh man, I wonder if it was Frey talking Evolve.
No, by that time.
No, he was already, yeah.
Definitely wouldn't have been in contact with them.
Right.
You know what? Maybe the ROH fans were right. Maybe wrestling fans just don't know how to count.
It's Hero versus. I didn't know.
Hidaka. That's the show. I'm familiar with the show.
I do like the idea of Sam like forgetting the episode number with it being episode 2 and then just titling it 3.
Oh, that'd be funny.
So maybe I don't know. Like I said, I didn't listen to any of them outside of the first 20 seconds of the first one. I was like, oh, I get it. Sam and Bucky watch wrestling.
Why can't I find this show anymore? Is it not on the internet? Did I delete it somehow? This is wild. I'm spending a lot of time on finding my
Well, I was looking.
podcast.
We should probably get into this if we do this on a future episode. But I was looking for background info on Evolve, and you start the show going, "I don't know anything about this background of this promotion."
Yeah, that sounds like every podcast.
And I went, "All right, this isn't for me."
Well, it's actually crazy. I was looking for We Don't Know.
You said
Wrestling.
you Googled it, and then like it's bad SEO because Evolve 100 and 101 and 102 and all that shows up.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 right here, Dan. Shut your lying mouth.
Okay. All right. It's my podcast app, I guess. All right.
Which one can you not find? 2 or 3?
I think 2 was the one that didn't show up.
Well, let me link it to you here. I'll
Oh, great. I do fucking love Hiro Hidaka. So
that's a great match.
That's a great match.
So like maybe I hope you say it's a good match when I listen to the episode.
It'd be so funny if Sam is just fucking shitting on it.
No, that match is
how long ago was We Don't Know Evolve, Sam? 2018?
Let me click that. What's that say, guys? That says the year of 2018. August 30th, 2018. That's 6 years ago.
Dude, almost 6 years to the day.
Oh my god.
Crazy stuff. You say 2018, you say 6 years ago, I'm going to shed a tear. That's messed up.
So,
hey, here's another crazy one. 2016, 8 years.
Ollie, I got 7 podcasts I need you to listen to before next week when we talk about Evolve.
Yeah, Ollie, we have extensive lore through dozens and dozens of hours of podcasts. You're going to have to listen to the whole Wazim Cast run. You're going to have to listen to the whole We Don't Know Wrestling run until I leave the show.
Oh,
You're gonna have to listen to every Always Barry Tanner / formerly known as Always Barry Tanners. You have to listen to We Don't Know Evolve. You have to listen to We Don't Know Wrestle Kingdom. You have to listen to my episode only of Desert Island Comps.
I'm on one of those. Also, I'm on one of the We Don't Know Wrestling Society X's, I believe.
Oh yeah, I forgot about We Don't Know Wrestling Society.
No, this is a lot of sister talk today. My sister finally listened to our podcast for the first time, and I guess she went through her podcast app, and she's like, "Oh," she made a joke. She's like, "I like Muscle Orchestra better," and then she texted me, "Holy shit, Sam podcasts a lot," and I said, "That's not even all of it. There's hundreds of hours just not on the internet."
Wait,
Also,
why did you,
not even
why did
also
say that?
not even Sam on Muscle Orchestra.
I'm not even.
No,
on these
because then
shows.
she found like We Don't Know Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And like she said, like, "Oh, he's on all this shit." He's like, "There's like hundreds of them." Like, I know. What do you want? What do you want me to do?
Sam, who do you think has more podcasts on the internet, me or you?
I'm gonna go with me.
It's gotta be close.
I'm gonna go with me.
It's close though.
The problem is
Yeah,
we'll
he
never
turns
know
out
how
that-
many of these all you can hear podcasts you're on. I can never figure it out. So
Because no one hears them.
truly.
Nah, that's not true. We have good numbers. We had a better month last month than this podcast did.
Yeah, because the hosts of this podcast were on your podcast.
It wasn't those episodes. We have
I heard they did banger numbers.
we had a very extensive backlog.
People are saying.
No, I'm on about half of them. I'm on close to 200 of them,
All right.
according to the spreadsheet that hasn't been updated.
Oh yeah. Good for you. Good
It's
for
probably
you.
close.
So
There's
hey,
way more
folks,
we don't know
time to
about that.
discuss
Come on.
what we've been watching this past week. Tanner, you said you watched Deadpool versus Wolverine. You only get to say 5 words on it, and then you have to talk about
Okay.
wrestling.
Oh shit.
Choose wisely.
Wesley Snipes says a slur. I'll leave it
All
at
right.
that.
I mean, you have to.
But yeah, I could talk about some wrestling. I did watch some wrestling. I mentioned earlier I streamed on our Twitch, twitch.tv/Violent People Stream. I watched Rings 2000 King of Kings tournament. The first half of it, because very long tournament that's spreads across 3 shows and goes into the year 2001 for some reason. So that was cool. Kiyoshi Tamura, obviously, all-timer, great. Oh god, Randy Couture should have let go of the hair in the year 2000. It was actually very depressing to see that. Otherwise, it was just like good shoot style stuff. I mean, it's so weird because somebody in my chat somebody in the chat was like, "Oh, this isn't really like battle arts." I'm like, "You're right. This isn't like battle arts. They're wearing gloves." So it was different. I thought that was fun. I also finished night 7 of the G1. Nothing much to report there before my piece. I will say, Shota Umino, not the guy. He's not the guy in New Japan. You gotta, hey, you know what? Sometimes experiments fail, and sometimes you have to let him go. And Shota Umino is that guy. You gotta let him go, and that's okay. You have very exciting young prospects right now. It's not him.
I don't know if I want to get in the whole conversation of what is and isn't pro wrestling, but like, is Ring still pro wrestling in 2000?
It's very iffy.
I think most of those matches are legit, right?
I don't know. See, I don't know. I work under the assumption that if what we watched last night was worked, even if it was a worked shoot, I'm under the assumption it was work.
So like Randy Couture, Big Nog, those guys are working.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, all right.
Easy pedo.
I mean, yeah. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else I watched? I want to say there was something else I watched, and I just cannot. Whatever it was, it didn't leave that big of an impression on me. So yeah, I guess that's all I watched this week. A very light work week.
Great stuff. I love it. Ish.
Hey, no problem.
Dan, what have you been watching?
What have I been watching? I watched MLW Never Say Never 2024.
That's
Because
why.
I hate myself, Sam. You got to watch the Opera Cup.
Yeah.
You're going to watch those matches, I'm sure.
Absolutely, 100%.
So I don't even want to talk about those because they're going to get covered.
Thank you.
So we're going to skip over maybe the only good match of the show. And yeah, it's just a bunch of shit. I mean, you get AJ Francis versus Davey Boy Smith. Paul Walter Hauser had like an MMA fight with Tom Lawler, and it was
MMA cage on cage match.
Yeah,
to me,
it's
what's
just-
the shape there.
It's just they're in a MMA gym, they're in the cage, but it's just a pro wrestling match.
God,
It's
I wish it
very
was the
weird.
Octagon.
It's very weird because at first it's like Paul Walter Hauser's a joke. Why is he doing this? But then at one point, Tom Lawler's straight up running away from him, and then I don't know. It's really really bad. I'm sure Paul Walter Hauser's a nice guy, and
He was
You
good
seen
for
Richard
the
Jewell?
Blackbird.
yeah, I liked both those things, especially the Blackbird. And yeah, it was really really bad, and it ends with him pinning Tom Lawler.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. You said pinning
Yeah, there's pins in this. They go for pinfalls.
and an MMA rules match.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
We're gonna have to
There's
allow
pinnings.
Lane Work big
They
talk this week.
they almost immediately leave the cage. They almost immediately leave the cage and they start just using weapons. I'm just gonna spoil the It's like Lawler hits himself with fucking nunchucks, and then that leads to the finish.
You think
Wow,
Colin's ever
dude,
seen an MMA
Court-
fight?
I think.
What is it about MLW Tom Lawler MMA matches that always end in fuck finishes? Like, I swear the ones he had against Loki also ended in fuck finishes like that. I was like the King Mo I'm thinking of.
It's
know,
like
Loki and
I
King
don't-
Mo did have a fuck finish.
The 11
But
and 8 fighter really knows the game.
goddamn man, Court Bauer's brain.
I actually think a lot of this is Tom Lawler, but I think he thinks he's hilarious, and I think that gets in his way a lot.
I also think that. I do think Tom Lawler is good when he wants to be.
I'm wondering if he's good when he doesn't want to be, when people are making him not do his stupid shit.
Well, okay, so that's true. So, like, you know, like the whole thing with, like, he bled with Moxley, and he was always like, oh, I'm not going to bleed, and he bled, and then that fucking ruled. I don't know. Maybe people should shoot on Tom Lawler. Just see what
Yeah,
happens.
like that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, just try it out. Hey, for all the pro wrestlers listening to this, next time you wrestle Tom Lawler, just shoot.
Just shoot on him.
Hey,
like Sam said, he's 11 and 8. Sounds like a pussy.
yeah, fucking sucks.
Also, he's what, like 5'6"? Come on now.
He's 41 years old. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do?
Oh, 41!
That's early 40s.
Yeah, you're right.
Just want to
man.
cover that. Okay,
That's
just making
late
sure.
in
That
life,
is
though.
early 40s.
Late in life.
Such as, is 41 late for an athlete? I mean,
For an
you're
athlete.
practically 1 foot in the grave.
Oh yeah. Did Spud
Goddamn.
retire?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Did Spud, Rockstar Spud, retire? I'm seeing Renee Michelle here, and I'm like, did he retire? Did he get canceled? What happened there? Damn.
I don't even understand the question.
Sorry.
Dan, can you look up
British
Rockstar
expert.
Spud on Facebook?
British expert here. Ollie. Did Rockstar Spud retire?
I think he's just like quietly retired into being an agent for WWE, if I remember rightly.
Did they hire him back? Because he cried a lot online, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He cried and bitched and moaned, and then he got the cruiserweight title tournament thing, and then he just became a backstage agent.
Did
When
he
I,
not get released again, though? I swore he got released a second time.
It says he's a backstage helper on Cage Match, whatever that means.
Backstage helper? What
That's
is he
exactly
doing?
what
Is he
Cage Match says.
taking
2021
out
of
the
the day.
fucking
Backstage
trash?
helper.
Striga, what are you doing? Is he taking
Listen.
out the trash?
I mean,
When I was
if his on-screen
15,
character's anything to go by, he's pissing himself whenever he needs to be.
when I was 15 and I got fired from Wendy's, I had like the temerity and the manliness to hide in the park and cry. I didn't record it. I didn't put it online. What are we doing?
Was there an online when you were 15, Dan?
Oh my god. AOL. They sent out these discs that you put in your computer and you got free hours.
Yeah, what were you gonna do? We're gonna post your crying video on fucking AIM? It was
I probably wrote like a
2003,
poem about it
man.
on Zanga.
Yeah. Let me go update my fucking GeoCities.
Oh my god.
Anyway, also
Fucking
huge
ASCII
news.
animation about crying.
Dan had to feed his Neopets. They were about to die.
Oh, should we all get into
All right.
Neopets? Like, that'd be a thing, right?
Like hardcore.
I was huge in Neopets. I actually saw they're having a tabletop game that just got funded.
It's
on
like
Kickstarter.
GoFundMe. Yeah, it made like a lot of money, right? Or
Yeah, it
Kickstarter
made
or
a
whatever. Not
shit-
GoFundMe.
Yeah, it made a shit ton of money. Yeah, it got funded like almost
Do you
immediately.
get a big block of cheese?
I actually think you get a middle finger and it says "fuck you, Sam" on it. And first of all, it wasn't a big block of cheese; it was a giant omelet.
Oh,
Come on.
that's so real.
Holy shit! They've made $401,000 on their goal of 40,000.
That's crazy.
People shouldn't be allowed to have. People shouldn't be given money.
We have to do a Kickstarter grift. Cut this out of the podcast. We have to do a Kickstarter grift.
Our last gift went very bad. I can never do it again. Big news,
Nostalgia
though.
is a hell of a drug.
Big news out of the show. Newest member of Contra Unit, Minoru Suzuki.
Was that?
It's
on
so funny.
that?
I
He's
watched.
been the member of Contra Unit for like 2-3 months now, since like War Games.
Is that true? That
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
very funny.
Yeah, because he's done like vignettes for Cruel and shit.
Amazing.
You said it so confidently that it shook all my MLW knowledge. I was like, I don't
Why-
pay attention to these shows when I'm watching them. Fuck.
Why
He
is
was
this
in-
the wrestling we cover?
I went on like a weird spell like earlier this year, just like 2 or 3 months where I'd accidentally catch the MLW pay-per-view just because they'd have 1 or 2 interesting matches on it. And then I'd just leave infinitely more disappointed than I went in. And mostly at Cruel. Because my first exposure to Cruel, before joining Violent People and seeing everybody just completely shit down his throat,
Not
was
everybody.
just the 2 DPW matches he did with Colby. And I was just quite happily sat there like a naive little child, be like, oh, well, DPW presents this guy well. I like how they treat him. He's a decent big guy. They treat him like a horror movie character. That's kind of sick. All right, let's see him elsewhere. And it's just like the meme of the guy with the fucking pizza, and you just walk into a house, everything's fucking burning. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, why are you selling? Why are you talking? What the fuck are you doing all this shit, Cruel? Go back in your corner. Go back in your fucking corner.
Okay.
And
I didn't watch
that's
this,
just my
but,
experience watching MLW.
but Cruel versus Megan Bain exceeded expectations. People should watch it. It's pretty good.
Cruel versus-
I've heard good things.
Ooh.
QT.
Not as good. Oh, speaking of that, Tom Lawler was good on that show against Drew Gulak.
Did you watch this recently, or are you just?
No, that was I watched it. Well, you talked about Cruel, and that's the last time Cruel was good. Like I don't know, 2 months ago.
Hey, somebody shared an image of Drew Gulak in like a promo image. Is he on the juice? Is he juicing, Dan?
That was
Hopefully.
Confirm or
I mean, he looks good. He looks good. Seems like a nice guy.
Okay, Dan. Interesting
yeah.
take.
Yeah.
From you as always.
That's just how I feel about it. I want to cover one more match I watched because I don't think it's just really fun, and I want to read this lineup, and you guys are gonna fucking want to watch it immediately. Ray Bucanero, Stuka Jr., El Hijo de Stuka Jr., Demus versus Blue Panther, Solar Jr., Valente, and Cuero Maya Jr.
Yeah, you go ahead and you can drop that in the chat.
That
It
I got
was-
very confused hearing you talk because I was just like, is he just listing the names? Is there gonna be a verse?
No, it's
in
four.
here?
It's 4 versus 4. Sorry,
Yeah.
just cut off. 4.
Hit me with that info up front.
Okay, sorry. 8-man tag match, and it's not a match of the year. I don't want to set your expectations too high, but it's like all 8 of these guys having a blast, and it's like 15 minutes, maybe a little less. And it's a good time.
What do you mean having a blast? Like they're just playing?
They're just fucking around a little bit. Yeah,
They're just
and I'd rather watch them fuck around than Tom Lawler.
I completely agree. Speaking of, I wanted to bring the conversation back to Cruel real quick. Did y'all see where
Always.
TWE is running Cruel versus Mad Dog?
Is that real?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're running Cruel
I didn't
versus
see
Mad
that.
Dog for their anniversary. I think that has chance to be good. They're running. Yeah, it's for the IWTV title, I believe.
I've completely missed that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that match, chance to be. Hey, more Mad Dog singles matches. I'm fine. I don't care who the fuck you put them up against.
That match will be good.
Yeah, I'm I also think that match will be good.
Mad Dog.
And not in the fake way people said Cruel Warhorse was good,
Yeah,
but in a real way.
I don't think Mad Dog had bad matches. I just don't think that's in his DNA, especially right now.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Crazy Bastard's on a hell of a run. Like, genuinely gunning for top 10 wrestlers of the year easily.
And now he's going to WXW for a little tour. He's getting that.
Oh, is he for real?
Getting that Makabe treatment of.
Yeah, I think he's doing Tag League, you know.
Pretty much
Oh, is that Manders?
A fucking no name going over to Germany.
Well, I wouldn't say Makabe was a no name. 2018, formerly known as Always Barry Tanner's number one wrestler of the year.
Jesus Christ.
Get this fucking hipster.
Makabe was for the people. I just don't know if he was ever a draw. Sorry to say.
Goddamn, Sam.
Yeah.
Friend of the show.
Hey, can I say one of the great wrestlers of the 2010s for great positioning for high voting for the VP 2010s? Deo Makabe may have been a greater wrestling artist than a wrestling draw. I don't think it's a problem.
You know, that's probably fair. I think Dan would agree.
I think he would say that.
With several conversations I've had with Dan, I would say that probably tracks. Although it would be very funny if like Dan is like the person I've talked to multiple times, and Dan just has it in his mind. Is like, no, I was definitely drawing those houses. The Vancouver wrestling scene would be dead without me. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, Dan has sold more than a handful of tickets in his time, but also
that's true.
Someone tweeted Mad Dog Connolly should be in Japan, and he quote tweeted it soon.
Do you think actually soon, or do you think that was just, hey,
I think he's just fucking around on Twitter, but yeah, cool. But I like it.
Who do you think brings him in if somebody brings him in?
I don't know.
I mean, Big Japan, right?
I was just thinking it's probably Big Japan.
I mean, Big Japan bought in fucking Madman Pondo this year. Like, I mean, surely.
Oh shit! I'm glad I'm going to Mad Dog Connolly's Twitter. He's having a conversation with someone who has me blocked or is private, but he talks about he's taking a seminar from Quack.
Who?
Hey,
Mad Dog Connolly has taken a Quackenbush seminar.
Amazing. You know what?
And that's why he's a good wrestler.
That's why he's a good wrestler. He gets
Quack should be on your he should be on your 2010s list too, people. I'm saying it.
I think Sam is obligated to have him on his.
Why is that?
What's going on there?
I don't know.
That's a weird thing to say.
I don't know. For some reason, I always think of Sam as a Shikara guy. I think it's. Yeah, I know. You know, I've never I've said this. I know I've said this in the Slack before. I don't know if I've ever said this on here or in the Discord, but I've probably only seen like 20 matches from Shikara ever.
I mean, you're missing some good stuff. You're missing some really bad stuff too, but like you're missing.
No,
some good stuff.
I know there's a lot of good stuff I'm missing, like that I just haven't seen. But yeah, it's probably 20 matches I've seen from Shikara in my life.
I mean, two really good, nice guys, Drew Gulak versus Mike Quackenbush. They wrestled in the 2010s for Shikara. It was great.
The match before Drew goes to WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great match.
It's one of the 20? All right.
Yeah, the match fucking rocks.
Yeah.
That's a fucking great match, yeah.
I hate to get into this, but Drew Gulak versus Eddie Kingston. I don't know if that's one of the 20, but it should be.
No, it's not.
That match fucking rocks.
A lot of the 20 is Eddie Kingston, though.
I mean, that should be.
Pretty much his whole run for the title, and then the Danielson match. And then I've seen like the Generico, Ibushi, Jigsaw, one of the Bucks 4-way.
So
I think everyone.
I zoned you.
Everyone with
Tanner, are you talking about your top 20 Chikara matches of all time?
He's only seen 20.
No, I've only seen probably 20 Chikara matches.
Yeah. So have you seen the Danielson trio stuff?
No, never seen.
Have you seen the greatest tag team match in Chikara history? One of the probably the greatest match, second greatest match in Chikara history. Danielson
with Prince
and
is it the
Castagnoli versus Jigsaw and Quack?
I know I had that on a playlist forever, but I could not for the life of I'm going to say I haven't seen it.
You should see it.
Don't believe I have.
On a good day, it might be the best. I don't know. It flip-flops between that and Eddie
best tag match ever?
No, sorry. Best match in Chikara history.
Oh, okay.
I think it's that. I think it's the tag match.
Yeah. It flip-flops.
Okay, I thought you I thought you were being completely satirical when you were on about the greatest tag team match, and I thought you were going to say the Princess Peach is a tramp match.
Not quite.
I agree.
Not quite. I have a lot of DVDs of Chikara sitting in a box behind me.
I don't have any Shikara DVDs. I am looking at my
Well,
Criterion.
if you did, that would be like 10 of your 20 matches right there.
That is true.
Boom.
I am looking at my Criterion for the Princess Bride, though.
4K.
We're talking about DVDs.
Before you move on to someone else, I think you're still on what I watched. We don't ever talk about AEW because no one on here watches it, and everyone else talks about it. But Danielson Jarrett was as good as everyone said.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Sorry, I thought you said
still haven't got
AIW
back to
to
watching
start.
that yet.
Oh no, I might have said AIW, but we also shouldn't talk about that.
No, we do talk about AIW on this podcast. I would say we've talked about AIW more than we have about AEW.
Probably AIW more than any podcast is not the card is going to change.
And even then, it's close.
Even then, it's close.
Oh man, well, we have fun here.
It's important to move on to our guest.
Well, you didn't even.
Oh,
okay.
fuck, Tanner. What do we want to talk about?
For some
Let the
reason,
host.
I thought you were going to skip Ollie. It sounded like you were going into Big Top. I thought you were going to skip Ollie.
Why would I say giving it to our guest?
Well, I wasn't letting you finish.
Oh, yes, that's correct. Ollie, what have you been watching?
Oh god, I've spent most of the past weekend completely incapacitated with illness, but whilst I've been drifting in and out of consciousness, I've somehow made the terrible decision, as you do when you're ill, of watching Stardom, because the 5-Star Grand Prix has started up. I know that I think Steph's got plans on doing stuff covering it. So I won't go too much into it. And to be honest, I was drifting in and out, as I say, through a lot of it. But how the hell do you go through 4 nights, like 4 nights of a tournament, and you're already at 5 draws? 5 fucking draws across 4 nights of a tournament. It's crazy already. Other than that, I've spent most of the day actually watching a bunch of Yoshinari Ogawa after of his retirement. Watched the Kobashi and the Akiyama ones. Really stood out from the bunch I watched there. I also have to shout out the Embassy versus Generation X Steel Cage Warfare match that I watched again for probably the millionth time today. Jack Evans is an absolute crazy psycho son of a bitch, and dare I say, ROH used Abyss better than TNA. And as someone who enjoys a good deal of Abyss in TNA, that pains me to say. But other than that, it's actually been quite a slow week. I've also this week come to the realization that I've probably watched more WWE than AEW this year. And that fact hurts my soul. Like, deeply hurts my soul. Like, I've not gone to watching WWE with the intention of watching WWE. It's just always been on in, like, VCs that I've been in. But as I'm looking, like, through lists of stuff I've watched, I'm like, crap, this is, like, really close to catching up on my AEW number.
Do you have
isn't
thoughts? Do you have thoughts on Nia Jax possibly having a top 10 case this year?
Nia Jax is fucking great now compared to what she used to be.
I'm not joking. First of all, I
no,
thought she was always great, but
I remember really liking the Bailey Takeover London match. Like,
yeah, the match.
that one's one that really stands out from.
The match where she almost breaks Charlotte's neck off a shoulder breaker, all fucking banger.
Oh, great fucking shoulder breaker.
She probably has the best match with every horsewoman.
You could probably
hold
argue that.
I don't know if I want to make that argument, but
No, I think Sasha and Bailey probably have their best with each other.
I could see that. Also, I said earlier in the Discord that this In One tour is the most cursed Noah tour ever. How do we feel about that?
This summer's the most cursed summer for Japanese tournaments in general. So many people are getting fucking injured.
Like Noah has had three wrestlers. Yeah, but 3 injuries and a retirement kind of trump 1 death, right?
When you think about it, yeah. Let me pull up the chart. Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I like Shiozaki gets injured like right before the tournament, so he's out. His replacement gets injured in the tournament, so he's out. Wagner almost fucking died in the tournament, so he's out. And now Ogawa, effective immediately, is retiring.
Because of a neck injury that he sustained at a lower card of the tournament.
Yeah. So, what the fuck?
And everyone's getting injured by having to watch Josh Briggs wrestle.
Yeah, well, I would never do that. Hey, shout out Cole, by the way, for our N1 coverage on the Violent People Lab feed. A real trooper over there. I should also say the N1 is only through like 5 nights. Like, it's only like
That's
halfway through
crazy.
the tour. Like, so more shit can and will happen.
So what are we going to end up with? More injuries in the M1 or more draws in the 5-star?
Well, right now it's tied, I guess. So,
Yeah.
Well, no, you said there's been 5 draws?
Yeah,
So I
5.
guess there's more.
Five
I guess we
across
need
4.
another injury.
5 across 4 versus 4 across 5, and yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Anybody's game at this point.
I guess I'll just leave Sam with what you've watched on.
Well, I've been watching early 2010s Real Japan Pro Wrestling.
Ooh.
Huh.
The future strong style pro wrestling.
Where are you where is that online at now?
Internet Archive.
Archive? Yeah.
You can still find it pretty much all there.
Well, it wasn't really available in the early 2010s.
But no, like they have a lot of great wrestlers wrestling there, and there's just a lot of fun stuff. I don't know if I've watched a ton of truly great stuff, but like it's a lot of fun stuff. You getting plenty
You
of
getting some Super Tiger 2?
I say any guys helping their case?
like I'm watching plenty of Yuki Ishikawa. He's a really darn good professional wrestler. Surprise, surprise.
I've heard that.
Let me write that name down.
But not really put in
How do you spell Yuki?
to be like a slam dunk guy on all these cards. But no, like you get Alexander Atsuka and stuff as well. What's like the general consensus on Super Tiger? Like,
Dude, I love Super Tiger's All Japan run in the later 2010s.
hell yeah.
It's so fucking good. It is so fucking good.
Like, I think Super Tiger's great, but also I never
Yeah.
see him talked up as great. So I'm like,
Like,
what's the vibe here?
I think he's great, but all my favorite matches of him, he's never the guy. And like that's just because he's working with other really, really great guys. That's just where he falls with me, where I'm like, he's great, but he's my 3rd favorite guy in this tag match.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that seems about
probably the fairest one.
where I would be. Sam, I want to like name you some of his fucking matches he had in All Japan because it's just
No, don't do that because you owe me a list on Muhammad Yon and you haven't sent
He's
me.
getting it ready. He said give him a little bit.
So
Yeah.
you give me that list and then you can give me this list. How about that? That sound good?
dude, Super Tiger's still wrestling?
I'm trying to figure out what the best match I watched was, but it's actually
Dude, what is this?
It's probably actually
Super
Tiger
Tiger
Mask
still wrestles in
versus
Strong Style, I think.
Great Sasuke from October 25th, 2011.
That sounds like a good match.
That's
oh
just
my
a
god,
fun
Super
match.
Tiger also in the Fire Festival in 2019. And did he not? Okay, he did have an All Japan run.
Did
I was
you
like, am I-
make up a All Japan run? Is that what you're trying to imply?
No, he did. He was in the Champion Carnival in 2016, and he was in World Tag League in 2016.
Interesting.
But yeah, he has matches with Miyahara and Akiyama. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, he may be a top 10 guy.
No,
Jesus
let me ask you this: Great Sasuke, does he sniff the list
I'm
in
wondering.
2010s?
I feel like I need to do
He-
the digging.
See, he feels like he's the guy that's going to sneak up the bottom of my list.
I feel like Great Sasuke has to make it just for the Great Space Wars.
I mean, but that's There's a lot of high end stuff, but I'm betting there's tons of terrible shit that I just never watch and will never watch. But I guess that doesn't count against them if I'm not watching it.
Honestly, kind of depends how much Michinoku Pro Sam watches, which I'm going to imagine is probably not going to be a lot.
It depends how much Michinoku Pro is like easily accessible and out there.
Not a lot.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, Sasuke, he's got some good matches in Chikara that Tanner's never watched in the 2010s.
If he worked there.
I mean, he has one of my favorite matches of 2013 from Michinoku Pro. With
is that the Hayato tag match?
Yep.
With
Shinzaki versus Hayato and Keno.
Who's Hayato's partner? Yes, okay.
Keno,
that was what my brain block was.
Absolute fucking garbage.
When did Keno become bad?
When he got an H instead of a U in his name.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. That's pretty definitive.
That's like an exact timeline there.
I mean, he still has had decent stuff in Noah, but man, like even if you just watch some of the stuff when he's younger, it's just like, what happened? I don't know. And the world may never know.
Man, I love seeing tweets where Dave Meltzer is still saying the max score is infinity. 4.75 still means a match of the year contender. That's just great.
So 4.75 out of infinity is supposed to be good?
Man, a motherfucker don't know how numbers work.
He did that 50 seconds ago. You're on this, Sam.
That's crazy. Sam's on his profile refresh.
That's 50 seconds. So when he did it, it was like 20 seconds.
God, Sam's got that Meltzer post notification on.
You just gotta be ready. When Dave Meltzer's got to release a banger, you gotta know. Ever since he did that first time, I just have Meltzer Infinity notifications.
Are you for real?
No, absolutely not.
I could see you paying for X Pro just to have access to TweetDeck.
No, I have not used TweetDeck in a long time. But the thing is,
you have to pay for the premium.
Yeah, they add lists to regular Twitter that you can pin to your board, and I was like, well, this is just really what I wanted to use it for. It's not as good, but it's there. So I thought that was a bold move on their part to add like the one feature of TweetDeck that I want to use, make it worse but still workable, and I don't have to pay for it, and I never will. Never will.
Cool. I guess what we're saying is thanks, Elon.
Thanks, Elon, for your
you guys hear that
chat
tweet interview in Spaces? Yeah, that was so good. I'm actually listening to it in my other ear right now.
Perfect.
That's crazy that you're listening to a 24-hour-old Space.
Well, he couldn't be there.
I'm recording this. I could also record that. I have so much capabilities on this computer.
Oh my god! What if we had like fucking dual audio, where left ear was this podcast, right ear was the Trump Elon Twitter Space?
Yeah,
I go on Twitter and say the left canceling us, and our numbers would go through the roof.
We should name this episode of the podcast "Woke Mind Virus." Just see what happens.
I don't want to do that.
Okay, we'll call it. No one knows Kamala's last name. Have y'all seen that clip?
Yes.
What does it even mean?
Nobody knows her last name.
I can't do this.
What people say it's Harris, but nobody really knows.
Harris.
God,
man,
dude, if I could do a Trump impression, man.
Okay.
Did you guys know there was a wrestler named Kamala?
Yeah, his last name is Harris. What the fuck are you on about?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Harris.
Yeah, we know Kamala.
Oh, do you think that's what he's getting confused about?
That'd be funny as fuck.
He thinks he's running against the Ugandan giant.
That man's dead as Chico Che.
He's a big wrestling fan.
God, rest in peace. Is Kamala dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Fuck. God damn. All the legends going down this
Smoke
week.
one.
Hey.
Not presidential candidate Kamala Harris.
It's actually Kamala Harris. If you want to be correct.
Well, how do you pronounce the wrestler's name?
Kamala. Yeah.
Kamala.
Ian Rotten. I'm a research guy. I do listen to some Ian Rotten shoot interviews for
Yeah,
Rotten
you're friends
Rewatch.
with him on Facebook.
And I am friends with him on Facebook. He's a really great guy. This story will tell you that. He did this funny prank when he was a rib. It's a rib where he would call Kamala and other black wrestlers and call them the N-word a whole bunch, but say he was somebody else and then hang up. So then people were getting like in fights in locker rooms because he was like, just doing some sweet little hate crimes under other people's names.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
And this is a story he tells about himself. This is just like, he's like, here's this hilarious thing I did. And he doesn't say the N-word when he's telling the story, by the way. Doesn't censor himself there. He says it again. He's nice though.
Yeah, he said you free DVDs.
He let Punk and Hero fuck around for 93 minutes, so
Yeah, he also said Dan fucking some 80 ROH show name. Survival of the
Why is
Fittest
Ian
doesn't-
sending me ROH DVDs?
He's
instead of
got
Entertainment
'em!
South DVDs?
He's got him.
That's fucking nuts. That's why Rotten Rewatch is taking so long. Is Ian's mailing me one DVD at a time.
Dude, Ian does not know how to address a letter.
Also why it takes so long. They're getting returned to sender constantly.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's an incredible story, Dan. I guess is that why you do it before we start the podcast?
Wait,
Man.
was I supposed to be recording this episode?
Oh my god. I hope you're not.
I know Sam's fucking around.
I stopped when you hopped on.
That was smart. Smartest thing you've ever done since the site launched.
Dude, I know Sam's fucking joking, but I don't know why that makes my heart drop into my stomach.
I'm recording it as well, Tanner. I'm on it.
Yeah, Dan, I just don't trust it.
I've been recording for an hour and 16 minutes, and we're in What Have We Watched?
Well, there's only like two. Shit, there are 2 parts, aren't there? All right. Anyway, Big Top.
play the sound.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
wait.
trying.
Get it. All right. So. Yep. Anything else? No.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, whoa.
Good stuff. All right, for the Big
Yeah,
Top.
I'm done.
I actually don't have it pulled up in front of me, so I can riff or Tanner, if you have it pulled up.
I have it.
There you go.
I have it.
Say it.
So originally, this was going to be a question for the wacky line, but Ollie has infiltrated the podcast, and we always let the guests pick the big top.
The
So-
call's coming from inside the house.
Yes. So this week's big top. You're booking an 8-person MMA tournament where everyone in it is allowed to take whatever substances they want beforehand. Who do you book and who wins? So do we want to like each book our own tournament? Do we want to book a tournament together? What are we thinking?
We have.
I did hastily
we have,
put
like,
8 guys' names.
Ooh.
Okay. Dan, would you like to tell us about your drug tournament?
Okay, all right. My first round matchup. Should I say the guys' names first or do the matchups first?
You say the matchups.
Okay, so I'm starting out with Uberim, Alistair Overeem, versus Hoist Gracie, because that guy's always pissed me off.
Hell yeah! Fuck the Gracies.
So I want Overeem just to murder him.
Okay, what drugs are they on?
Overeem is eating just horse meat, and Hoist.
Known drug.
That's how. Oh my god! If you don't know MMA lore, don't fucking talk about my tournament.
Okay.
Uberim always said
Uberim
he never did drugs. He just ate horse meat. That's why he was so big in Japan. Okay, Hoist, I'm feeding him like fucking tranquilizers and laxatives. Next matchup, Lesnar versus Mark Coleman.
Obvious.
I want Lesnar on like all the steroids he always takes, but like give him like PCP too. And Coleman, he's sober now, so I'm not gonna fuck with that. So I'm just gonna hope knife.
Yeah.
To see what happens.
I mean, but kind of dumb on his part to enter a drug tournament.
Listen,
Being sober.
one day at a time.
Wait,
One
did you
day at a
say
time.
you'd
I
supply
don't
him
know.
with a knife?
Yeah. Just see what happens. I still think Lesnar wins, but we gotta just see what happens.
Oh shit! So we get a Uberim versus Lesnar rematch.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
And the other side of the tournament is Krokop versus Bob Sapp. And Bob Sapp is going to win that one.
We have a lot of overlap.
Fedor and Sakuraba. Sakuraba wins. And so that becomes Bob Sapp versus Sakuraba. Overeem versus Lesnar. And then the finals is going to be Lesnar versus Bob Sapp in the greatest match of all time. And Lesnar wins the tournament because he's a good guy and a great wrestler.
Interesting that you didn't really focus on the drugs.
I mean, they're all just on steroids. That's like the fun drug. Like, I don't. What do I want to do? Like, have them do crack?
You got to go crazy. Like
Go
Lesnar's in a fucking K-hole. He is high out of his mind.
Oh my god! I just want them all to be fucking. I want everyone to die after this. Like, heart explodes.
Brock Lesnar on cocaine
hold on,
and steroids would be fucking insane.
All right.
But yeah, that's what I came up with since the beginning of the show when I found out the topic.
I love that. I think it's good. I think.
Well, I'm ready for mine. I have my 8 guys.
Perfect.
First round. It's a cocaine only fight. Both these guys coked out of their mind. We got Bob Sapp versus Baruto. If you don't remember Baruto, big dude. He fought Akibono at maybe the first Ryzen show. Real big dude. But Bob Sapp does go over. Second fight, we're doing Crystal only. Don Fry versus Batista. I got Batista going over on Crystal. I think,
shit.
Yeah, I think
Don Fry would kill him.
I think Batista on Crystal has an advantage on Don Fry over Crystal.
Because Batista's done Crystal before.
Well, so
he's more ready for it.
Batista's part of the country, the Pacific Northwest, is more attuned with Crystal than Don Fry would be, I believe. Next fight, I have straight up black tar heroin rules only. Georgia St. Pierre versus Kimbo Slice. We got Kimbo Slice in an absolute banger of a fight that ends with Kimbo Slice pulling GSP's head off. Shoot style.
RIP.
Yeah. Speaking of, last fight, Akibono versus Tenshin Nasukawa. This is actually a different styles fight. Hybrid rules, if you will. Tenshin, no drugs. Akibono, just drunk. No drugs. Or one could say maybe alcohol is the worst drug. But I'm going to go Tenshin in the upset. Next round, Bob Sapp versus Batista. Batista's still on Crystal. Bob is still on Coke. They also now have to do the other drug. So you have both of them on Crystal and Coke. Bob Sapp goes over. Next fight, Tenshin Nasukawa, who is sober and now on black tar heroin. Kimbo Slice is just double black tar heroin. Kimbo Slice wins. And then final fight, Bob Sapp versus Kimbo Slice. They are now double black tar heroin, Crystal, and Coke. And time limit draw. It goes to the decision.
I don't want to promote AYCH if anyone's heard about my family struggle with addiction, but I don't know if you know what heroin does to people. Not going to make for an exciting fight.
Well, different styles breeds different fights.
Okay. Those motherfuckers are sleeping. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, maybe mixed with the other drugs, maybe it makes you cool or something.
Makes you what, Tanner?
Cool?
He said drugs are cool.
Drugs are cool.
No, I said maybe it makes them cool. I'm not condoning drug use.
Cool.
I actually think I actually think the question is dog shit.
Oh wow! Thanks for coming on, Ollie. Appreciate you.
Well, look me in the ass, I guess.
That's
Listen,
really
I know the British
tough.
don't take anything serious, but
that shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Damn.
All right, Sam.
No, I'm gonna give it to Ollie just because I'm still finishing mine up. I didn't really think this was gonna happen tonight, so I'm riffing.
You sent us to the big top.
Oh,
God.
that's why I was supposed to be
Hold
guiding
on.
the conversation.
I like the idea that Sam didn't know that the big top was happening, like just in general, like just didn't realize that
I was
like the
fuck, we're in
segment
it.
was
The
happening.
move you should have been like, "Welcome to the wacky line." Just skipped over
Just
Big
skip
Top.
it.
That was really how
would've
you were
been a much
feeling. Yeah.
better situation than I did.
I mean, that is technically what we did last week. just putting that out there.
All right, Ollie. Let's hear the 8. The elite.
All
8.
right. So mine's slightly more fucked up. I didn't really concentrate on like what everybody's drugs would be, with the exception of 2 cases. I'll go to those first. So I want to see Nate Diaz high as fuck on weed, taking on a drunk as fuck Conor McGregor. I want to see how that fight turns out, and I want to see Conor McGregor get his shit pushed in it.
I don't think a high person could beat a drug person.
You don't think? Nate Diaz.
Nate Diaz has beat him already.
Nate Diaz has already beat him high.
Yeah, no, okay.
I want to see how adding a drunk Conor affects that fight. Then I am also in the camp of give Lesnar all of the steroids possible, and also give him a little bit of cocaine. And I want to see how he goes up against Minowa Man. I want to see if Minowa Man can beat coked up Brock Lesnar. I just want to see whether that's possible. Then I'm giving Royce Gracie fucking horse tranquilizers and just feeding him a Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock deserves that win. He has been fucked over once, fucked over twice. Ken Shamrock needs to get that fucking win back off Royce Gracie. So fuck you, Royce. You're getting destroyed.
I liked Ollie. Good shit right there.
And then as a wild card, we are having a sober Rampage Jackson, because he's had a bunch of issues with drugs before. We are not doing that to Rampage, but we are giving him a berth in the tournament so that he can beat Vanderlei Silva. Well, if Vanderlei Silva on Pride and all of his shit doesn't want to cooperate, then we'll see what happens there. And then, honestly, I would then put the winner of Diaz and Conor against the Lesnar Minowa Man, and then Shamrock versus whoever goes over between Rampage and Vandy. Of course, in between the rounds, they get fresh injections of whatever the hell they want. It's like a buffet in the back. Just whatever steroids, drugs. It's like, have you ever heard the story? I don't know if you've read Bret Hart's book of the backstage pharmacist they had in the 80s in the WWF. You could literally just walk them up to him and just order whatever you want. It's like it was a candy store. I'm just imagining that, but like on a buffet platter in the back. Just everyone's just fiending for the steroids. Fuck it, let brawls happen in the backstage as well if you want.
Ollie, I agree, but unfortunately, woke killed that.
Yeah.
So.
Damn. These goddamn wokes.
These goddamn wokes.
Okay, Sam, it sounds a little too real when you say it.
Well, he's just been saying it so much.
That's the New Yorker. The New Yorker in him.
So damn much. I've just been fucking reading Tanner's diary over here.
I was about to say, what are you reading?
You got your next novel coming out. Next novel.
Yeah.
Mein Kampf. All right.
Oh shit!
Dude, that would be fucking crazy if some like regular
Not
dude
me,
just wrote
Tanner.
Mein Kampf 2. Just wrote Mein Kampf 2.
The sequel to Mein Kampf called Rink Kampf.
So I didn't do a lot of thinking about the drugs.
I don't even know German.
Kampf just means story, by the way. If anybody genuinely doesn't know what the word Kampf means in Mein Kampf.
Oh man,
So like Ali was kind of saying,
kind of weird that you knew that, Ollie. Sorry.
I'm just envisioning like all you can eat buffet, all you want, whatever works best for you. Like do it.
Sort of like an all-you-can-hear buffet.
all you can hear buffet. Well, I don't think so, because you're not going to be like smoking through your ear.
But you can hear people do drugs.
I guess if you
You
want
get
to.
contact eyes.
But if you want to smoke some weed, you know what? Everyone's doing weed. This is weed is legal system here, as it should be in MMA. If we're talking about it for real, like I don't know why they can't smoke. It's ridiculous.
I don't know why everybody can't smoke. I'm just going to be honest.
That's how we do it. All right, so we got 2 halves of this bracket. It's an 8-man tournament. We're going to start off with Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse, versus Uriah Faber. This is the first half. It's going to be a little bit more action-packed. We're going to get speedy. We're going to get exciting. We're going to get just jazzercised here. If you're telling me Uriah, like, hitting them gills up a little harder with the steroids isn't going to be beautiful, I don't know what to tell you. That little man's going to have so many freaking muscles. Mighty Mouse probably takes Adderall. Right? Like, that's all he just needs. Got a little focus on him. Then we're going to have Jose Aldo versus Gisera Formiga. Cause I love Formiga, and I think he is like just one of the unsung heroes of that lighter class of MMA fighter. Kind of came up too soon and never really got his due. And Aldo is just maybe the greatest MMA fighter of all time. So we're gonna book those. It's gonna be Mighty Mouse versus Aldo. Aldo is gonna go over here in this half of the bracket. Then we have like the fun side of the bracket. We have Tim Sylvia versus Semi Schultz. And then we have Hongmin Choi versus Antonio Bigfoot Silva. Some real clash of the titans. And then we're going to have Sylvia versus Silva, which is confusing. And Sylvia, the baddest man on the planet, better than Fedor, makes it forward to the finals against Aldo. And you know what? Unfortunately, David wins. Aldo takes the crown. Just probably doing a little coke would be my guess here to just get the blood really going. Unfortunately, Sylvia's probably just hitting a 6-pack hard. And that's just going to be a problem when it comes to this stage of the game. That's it. That's the tournament. Is that the big top?
I think it was good.
That sounds like Big Top.
You guys think
that sounds like Big Top has been big topped.
Has Tanner ever seen Formiga fight, you think?
No.
Okay. Not watching Taichi Palace fights?
Who?
Come on.
Those were the days.
Those are the days. Were those on HDNet on occasion? Am I remembering that correctly?
What'd you say?
Was Taichi Fight Palace on HDNet back in the day?
It might have been. For some reason, I thought they streamed on some weird website, but they might have been on HDNet, and I might have been watching it on some weird website.
Maybe Justin TV.
I know the site you're on about. It's like fucking shit.
Was it Go Fight
It's
Live?
like MMA fights. Yeah,
It might have.
Live, yeah.
It might have been Go Fight Live. I don't really remember.
Go Fight Live. Give it up to the original.
I do remember Go Fight Live.
Yeah, they were behind the rise of Ring of Honor.
They had the
Hey,
Chiefs.
maybe we should
Fall.
Maybe we should watch that on the stream.
Go Fight Live.
Yeah, just watch the website.
Hell yeah.
If you go to gofightlive.com, you get domain market. Go
You can buy it?
fight.live.
Is it cheaper than violentpeople.com?
GFL.TV.
You got to let Ollie know what to put on the banner. Should it say Go Fight Live?
Yeah, Dan needs to know for his next tattoo.
Oh. This is not. I don't. All right, I'm gonna click through it. We're gonna see what happens. No, I don't
See,
want
true
to.
MMA spirit, when's Dan getting Condom Depot tattooed onto himself?
That's a great question.
You think I don't already have it on me? That's weird.
Should we go into Wacky Line?
Play the music.
I'm trying my best.
Come on.
God damn, Dan! Dan! All right, Sam, hit us with the questions.
Before we go to questions, somebody who wasn't on Twitter asking for like Joshi recommendations. Somebody.
That's real.
No, somebody with this connected to us somehow. I can't remember who it was,
Were
but
they
I remember.
asking our website or
No, they were asking Twitter.
okay.
Oh.
Well, that's not really
They
a
weren't-
wacky
yeah.
line question, Dan. That's just
No, I just thought about it because you talk about a weird site. But
No,
I went
no.
to go put my favorite Joshi match of the 2010s, and the only link I could find was on the porn site.
Four Pillars. Four
Yes,
Pillars,
that's it. Yeah, and I went to go link them, and like the only link I could find was on a porn website, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm not going to send someone porn."
That was Dan's wacky line question. Was who asked the question?
And thank you for answering it, Ollie. You're doing a great job here.
I really had a hard time following all these questions. We got a lot, and there's no good way to be like, hey, who responded to my question about this? So, Tanner, we're going to start with you. You have a question pretty much dedicated to you, unless Dan's well-versed here. From Cole, what are your top 5 Family Guy episodes?
Oh, okay. I've been thinking long and hard about this all day. First of all, I'm not going to give them an order.
That's fine.
Just because it's too much. I should also note I have not seen anything from the last probably 4 seasons. Best Family Guy episodes. We're gonna go. Oh fuck! I mean, there's so many. I mean, and there's so many bits, but the episode's not great. But the bit is good. But we're gonna go. Oh shit. Man, that is legitimately a hard question. So at one point in 2009, I had every episode of Family Guy ever recorded on my parents' TiVo.
Holy shit.
Pretty much taking up the entire thing because it was like 200 episodes of Family Guy. Let's see. We're going to go with the Shibupi episode where Peter plays for the Patriots. Scores a touchdown and then does the Shibupi dance number. We are going to go with the episode where Peter and Brian go back in time and Peter accidentally never gets with Lois and she ends up with Quagmire. It's like a 2-parter, but it counts.
Oh, I know that. Yeah. Meet the Quagmires. That was.
Ollie, you may need to answer this. Number 3, again, not in order. Oh shit, man. It's a basic answer, but let's go with Surfing Bird. That's a classic. Number 4, I'm gonna say, like the murder mystery episode was very good. That was a fun time. And then number 5, cheap answer. I'm gonna go with all the Star Wars specials.
I was gonna say Blue Harvest myself. Like the first one specifically is genuinely, I think, my favorite Family Guy.
Yeah, the original. I don't know if they ever did the prequels, but the original trilogy Star Wars specials are very good.
I don't think they have ever done either the prequels nor the sequels.
But yeah, there's hey Cole, thanks for the question.
I'm not an aficionado, but Fat Guy Strangler.
See, like you have to give me like context. Like I don't know him just based off of like the episode name.
I mean, there's a guy murdering fat guys, right? Robert Downey Jr.'s on it. I don't know. I haven't watched like in 18 years.
Okay, well that's fucking crazy. You would just answer the question then you're obviously.
I mean, it's like an episode I remember.
And Robert Downey Jr.'s in it.
I'm pretty sure his voice is in it. I don't remember. It's been, like I said, it's probably from the first 5 seasons. That's what I watched. There's that one. There's one where it's like post-apocalyptic and Peter's the mayor. That's what's in my brain right now.
What the fuck are you on?
I'm on I'm an old man, okay? It's from 2005 probably, 2004.
In your fucking late 30s. Jesus.
Mid 30s.
I like the one where Peter becomes deaf as well.
That's a fun one. That's an early one.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Deaf like fuck his ankle up or something, where he tries to kill Peter and then
yeah,
Peter
that's like maybe season 1. That's maybe in that.
It's one of the early ones, yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, all right, Sam, hit us. What else you got? That'd be crazy if that was the only wacky line question, by the way. But
oh no, it's not the only wacky line question, but I do need to dig a little bit. So from Eamon, what rule or gimmick should MMA adopt from pro wrestling? He wants to see referees lifting the arm 3 times to see if someone is choked out. What says you?
Oh.
Dan, you got one right after the rep?
I do not. It sounds like he's just describing Steve Mazzagatti, but
Yeah, I was about to say there's that one
Referee
referee.
Oh shit.
I mean, the obvious is just like kind of like like anything goes. Like I'd like to see a couple knife fights in there occasionally.
Well, I ain't never seen a wrestling match with knife fights.
Oh, really? You need to watch more wrestling. Sammy Callahan has definitely used the knife.
I mean, we've already seen fucking handicap rules, and we've already seen Survivor Series rules. I said do a fucking Royal Rumble or like a Money in the Bank match or some shit. Let's go full craziness.
I'm trying to think what I would want. Maybe like a stretcher job, but like the guy gets off the stretcher and runs back into the octagon.
Like does the fucking Mick Foley.
First Blood is funny for how like unsatisfying it would be.
Oh my god! Every
Oh,
fight
Like a show full of First Blood matches, like it's over. Oh shit, it's over.
Oh shit! Yeah, we got through this whole card in 58 minutes.
That last UFC that was in England, that shit got over at like 6 a.m. If you're
Yeah.
over, how do you guys do that shit, Ollie?
If a lot of people bitched and moaned about that, and a lot of alcohol was probably consumed.
I'd fall asleep. If I'm drinking alcohol, it's 5 a.m. That's the only thing I'm doing.
A
I'm
bunch
sleeping.
of people did.
I'm asleep way before 5 a.m. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, but it's happened a bunch when they've come over here. People just fall asleep before the fucking main event.
I guess
in the stands.
it feels like they mentioned it more this time than last time. I didn't really think about what time it would be over there, and they're like, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
So
and then
what-
Dana's complaining they weren't like the fights weren't very good. It's like it's 5 in the fucking morning.
Wait. So
Oh, it's 7 a.m. and it's 7 p.m. in Las Vegas. You fucking idiots.
I'm a little lost
Yeah.
on this. So is he starting the times at American friendly times, but he's
Yeah.
running in England?
Yeah, the
Yes.
pay-per-view still starts at 10 p.m. Eastern time.
That's fucking nuts. What?
And the card was mostly British fighters as well, who were training in England, live in England, and did all like their pre-fight prep in England.
So the arena is just like, yeah, you can start your show at 4 a.m.
I mean, yeah, it literally started at 3 a.m. their time, I'm
That's
pretty sure.
fucking nuts.
The fuck ton of money they were generating. We were probably like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I am interested, talking about UFC for a second. I am interested in that show they're running in the Dome next month. Like, I'll probably watch that. And I haven't watched a UFC card in probably 3 years.
Having seen how the NHL draft looked in there, that's going to be super fucking trippy. Because I think aren't they talking about doing like SmackDown or something in there for Mania Weekend next year?
I'm pretty sure they'll end up doing SmackDown or the Hall of Fame inside the Sphere.
Hall of
You
Fame will be interesting.
The Violent People
they
Hall
do
of Fame or the WWE Hall of Fame?
Yeah,
You got to clarify, yeah, before you.
Yeah, God, my bad. I meant the fake Hall of Fame, the WWE
Okay,
Hall of Fame,
all right, fair enough.
obviously. We would have a much cooler venue, like a V.
We'd use the airbags. Site of legendary pay-per-view NXT Battleground.
Ooh.
It was dog shit. It was absolutely dog shit.
So I was
you
saying
both.
they should let knees and stomps to a grounded opponent legal worldwide.
Yeah,
That should be just an obvious rule change that should have been done years ago. And I think,
punt kicks should be allowed.
yeah, what's going on here? I know Dana's a dumbass, but this is beyond the pale. He wants his fighters to get hurt and maimed, and he will not allow stomps and knees to a grounded opponent. That's just so cowardly. It's such a cool aspect of Japanese MMA, and the fact that it's not carried over globally.
Do they still allow it
bonkers.
in Japanese MMA?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Ryzen's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Ryzen will let you do whatever the fuck you want.
I haven't watched a Ryzen show in years, so I had no idea.
Get on it, Tanner. Get on it.
Honestly, can I be honest? I really want to get into kickboxing. I think that is where my interests lie right now.
You are respectfully about the minimum 13 years too late.
Oh, sure. I mean, we're a pro wrestling podcast that just started in the year 2024. I mean, that's the whole.
No. I meant like
Yeah.
kickboxing. Kickboxing is just, it's not nearly what it used to be.
I'd say ONE FC is probably the promotion for you, Tanner.
No, I think you should get into Glory. I'd get back into Glory for you. I got really into
Sam,
kickboxing.
Sam, I remember when you got into Glory.
Yeah. It's been a while
And
since I got deep into Glory, but for a period, I was watching every show I could. It was.
I would love, like, honestly, like, this isn't even a bit. I would love to have, like, a non-UFC combat sport to follow because I love that. Like, sumo's really cool, and I love following it, but, you know, it happens fucking 6 times a year.
Oh my god, did you see that dude that got knocked the fuck out in the sumo the other week?
No, I haven't.
Oh, there's one dude that got fucking dropped in one of the sumo tournaments. Let's see if I can find
All
a
right.
for that.
Time to get back into Glory.
Oh, okay.
It's
My problem with
time.
Glory is they're booking it all wrong. Rico's been too dominant. No one cares.
What are you supposed to do?
Somebody get me a schedule of something, and I will watch it.
It's all on the website, brother. It's all on the website.
ViolentPeople.co?
Yeah.
People.co. You make me pay to watch this thing that's old?
What are
Already
you,
live?
Gabe?
What are we doing here? Live at 12:30 EDT. What does this even mean, folks?
Like live tonight at 12:30 ET?
Available on Stadium?
Tanner's going to be asleep.
What's going on here?
I'm definitely going to be asleep. Dude, it's Tuesday night. Are you fucking
Well,
for
might be
real?
Middle of the day. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta get back into Glory. Glory was good. It might still be good. To find out, like, the person that I left off on being, like, the new hot up-and-comer in the welterweight division is now the number 1 fighter in that division. Wild. Gotta get back into it. It was good.
Sam, I for real, like, if you, like, I would totally be down to, like, watch a show if you also watch the show.
Sorry, we're just Twitch streaming it, brothers. Let's do this. We'll get immediately kicked off. I can't imagine that being okay.
You think we get kicked off for Glory?
I don't know what triggers Twitch to be.
We got kicked off for FMW.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh!
what the issue is.
Well, a little behind the scenes. I was looking at our Twitch. We didn't have a copyright strike.
Wait, what?
What happened?
I think maybe we got reported for violent content.
No, it was definitely copyright. Because
No, I'm telling
email.
you because yes, but a copyright strike stays on your account on Twitch for a long time, and there is not a copyright strike on our account anymore.
Do you reckon someone just saw the name Violent People, saw wrestling, and was like, "Fuck you guys"?
I'm just saying, because also Sam had us streaming in sports when you should be streaming and just chatting for wrestling.
Well,
So I think there is a
Who's it now?
distinct possibility. That's
You
what
think-
it was for.
You think the woke left tried to cancel us, is what you're saying.
Listen, I'm not saying it's non-zero chance.
All right. That's what I got from what you just said. So
But I meant to mention that. But yeah, I was looking on the Twitch dashboard. I was like, oh, we don't have a copyright strike. So yeah, I definitely think that's what it was.
all right. Well, it says from Twitch, displaying unauthorized copyrighted content was the reason. So it does feel
Well, I'm
weird
just
to that to be
that is weird, but we don't have a copyright strike on our account, and we were banned for a day. So
Strange.
yeah, because the copyright strike will stay on your account for maybe a year. I know it's a couple of months.
Yeah, they're usually quite stringent with that, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know why
I don't know.
Twitch would say one thing and it be another. That seems very odd.
Hey Sam, I completely agree. I don't think it's a very well ran website.
There we go. There we go.
I think a lot of websites aren't very well run. Unlike violentpeople.co, which is very well run.
Yes,
fucking
I
dope.
agree.
we should be on Kick anyway.
That's what
But
I'm
let's just say I have a very special guest for our first Kick stream.
Wait, who
We're
is it?
giving him a Cybertruck.
We're giving him a Cybertruck?
Do you know what I'm referencing?
Oh, I do. I'm listening to it right now.
Dude,
That's funny.
Dan at a fucking workstation doing this podcast Trump Elon in one ear and then watching the now week and a half old Trump and Aiden Ross stream. It's such a funny, and also he's playing Fortnite on a third monitor. It's such a fucking funny visual. Man. All right, Sam, next question.
Shit. Fuck. Okay.
Sam, you're the host, and you're surprised by everything this episode.
This is a wild episode, folks. How many questions do we want?
Sam's like, y'all wanted a...
We got some still, but how many do we want to do?
Yeah, we have a lot. We can do a couple more. There's one in particular I would like to do asked by Haven.
Oof, I don't see Haven's question, so...
Haven... God damn it. I'll have to...
What's the ideal
Sam, you ask
sandwich?
one, you have, and then Tanner can ask one. Ideal sandwich.
The ideal sandwich from Haven.
Yes.
What's the ideal sandwich?
Tanner?
Oh, man. So, I think there's two different ways you can take this question. First of all, you can just say which sandwich is your ideal sandwich. Like a preconceived, not an original creation sandwich, not an OC. But then you have your OC sandwiches. And that's a sandwich that maybe is a little off the beaten path. Maybe it's just a little crazy. I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna answer for both. My ideal sandwich at any given time is a nice, and it's probably gonna sound crazy coming from me, a nice grilled cheese, like a not like nice bread. And I'm talking 2-3 cheeses. I'm talking a cheddar. I'm talking a provolone. I'm talking a mozzarella. I'm talking a good situation. And then like 6 to 7 crunchy pickles on that bitch. That, at any given moment in my life for the last 20 years, sounds amazing. Would be so good. Now, my original creation sandwich, that is my ideal sandwich. We're going like the angel white bread. We're going to grill the outside of it with mayonnaise, not butter, because mayonnaise is better for getting that little crispy top. We're going pastrami. We're going ham. We're going turkey. And then if I have a cheese, I'll put a cheese on there if it's like a Swiss, but otherwise I don't fuck with the cheese. Nice big lettuce leaf, a few dill pickle chips, horseradish spread.
Wow, great stuff.
That's a good fucking sandwich.
What is angel white bread?
You know, like the yellow bag of white bread, whatever it's called, Sun-Maid.
What?
Just like plain white bread, like the white bread that comes in a yellow bag. It has like a woman on it. You may not have it up there now that I'm thinking about it. This may be a regional difference.
Well, here's what's crazy to me. I don't know what angel white bread is. Sun-Maid down here comes in a red bag and is like cinnamon.
Yeah.
And
raisin bread is the first thing that comes up.
Yeah, that's that. When I heard
the raisin company, so actually that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, I didn't even put that together. Yeah, it's definitely the raisin company. So
I'm sorry. Sunbeam.
Sunbeam bread that does come up.
Yes.
That is a yellow bag.
Yep.
This has a small child, it looks like, on it.
Yep.
I have never seen this woman in my life.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I never thought that. I don't know. You never know what's regional.
I have had some Sunbeam, but I think of it as like giant because it says giant on the end.
I mean, it's not.
Or there are other ones that say giant on the end.
It's not
like this giant bread
much. I want to say Sunbeam giant bread is just a bigger loaf. It's not an actual larger piece of bread.
No. It's long. It's like long as hell.
Yeah,
that's what I like. That's what I buy.
Yep.
It's called being cost effective.
Yeah, I buy in bulk.
You a Sam's Club member?
I am. Please, premium.
I'm a Costco man.
I got the black card. I can go in there earlier than the fucking normal people.
Costco hours terrible. Like, open that place up. I want to get in there at 7 a.m. Maybe 6 a.m.
Oh, are you fucking for real?
Yeah.
Man, y'all remember when Walmart was 24/7?
Those are the days.
God damn, I miss it.
See, I'm with you, Sam. That's why you have to pay for the Sam's Club like Plus or Premium, whatever, because you can get in at 8.
I would never be enough.
You have to be in there at 10
to pay to shop somewhere early.
No, but here's the thing: you get points back. So if you spend more than, I think I did the math, you spend more than $2,800 a year at Sam's Club, it pays for itself.
$2,800.
A year.
God damn, Dan.
I live in a house with 6 people. That's nothing. A Sam's Club trip is usually $300, man. I know what you want.
That's true. Well, also it's very like you can buy like 8 things at Sam's.
And if Christmas comes around and I buy a fucking TV or something, or a computer, I mean that takes care of a big chunk of it there too.
Yeah. I've never bought a TV from Sam's.
They have some good deals.
They do.
For 52 weeks in a year would be $53 per week you'd have to spend.
Yeah, that's actually not a lot when I think about it, especially.
I mean, I probably go monthly, and that's I did math. That's $233, and I spend more than that monthly.
Oh yeah, easily. God, I mean, I'm in a house with 2, and I spend more than $233 a month on groceries.
I don't know if that's the exact math, but I remember doing the math. What's that?
Did Brits have a big box store?
Yeah, Aldi.
Yeah. We have.
Y'all got Greg's?
What the fuck?
Yes. God, we love Greg's.
What the fuck is Greg's?
And why does Tanner know about it?
Why is he such a big fan?
No, wait, Greg's isn't a grocery store over here. Greg's is a pastry store over here.
Okay. Well, that's
Jesus
groceries
Christ,
where I
Tanner.
come from, buddy.
I'm trying to figure out big box stores, and you're like, hey, here, you like this pastry store? What's up with that?
No, we have big box stores over here. The closest equivalent, I think, would be what we call like farm foods is one that I use a bit. Because I live by myself, I only usually use it for like getting like deals on multi packs of cans and shit. But other than that, there isn't many of them, and but you do tend to get some that are like local chains as well. They'll just kind of like mooch off like supermarkets if like the overorder stuff. So like they'll just take it in. But yeah, they do exist over here.
Doesn't sound like it.
Sounds like a very big maybe. Question mark.
Yeah, that was a crazy answer to what grocery store y'all have.
I'm just thinking it is distinctly American to be like, I want to go someplace where I can buy a gallon of mayonnaise.
Oh, I was just in terms of like specific, like big, like ones where you can get like the big fucking like deals like that. Just generic grocery stores.
Well, just to be fair, a gallon of mayonnaise is a lot of mayonnaise. Just to be clear, I mean, actually, that might be a bad ask for the British people. That's probably just the normal size.
Yeah, I've never bought a gallon of mayonnaise.
I don't buy the mayonnaise at Sam's Club either, but that's when I think of Sam's Club, that's what I picture, like the big-ass mayonnaise.
That's just the size in bread.
They just like that. All right.
They're just like that.
All right.
So, a gallon
we have like
a gallon of hot sauce.
To answer the question, Monte Cristo.
Okay.
That's the fucking question.
They took the menu off Luke's. They took that off the menu. No one's ordering that, Dan. Why do you want the Monte Cristo?
I like to dip things in jam.
All right. I like to dip things as well, which is why I'm like a French dip man.
Oh, I actually love a fucking French dip. I make French dip sometime. It's good shit.
They're great.
You know, fucking Arby's got a good French dip.
They really do. Like, I want to shit on that, but they really do.
They fucking do. And if you shit talk Arby's,
vanilla milkshake too. Arby's French dip with a vanilla milkshake. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, French dip into the vanilla milkshake. Yeah.
All right, now you're getting too crazy.
Ollie, do y'all have sandwiches up there?
We do, but it's mostly just like Subway. Also, I appreciate how my answer has been a very confused "we do" to both questions.
You're not selling your country here, man. You got to try a little harder.
I'm not a huge sandwich person. Like, my concept of a sandwich is 2 slices of white bread and a bit of ham in between. I got raised very frugally in terms of that.
Oh,
not very adventurous. Like, I think I can probably count on the amount of both my hands the amount of times I've actually been to a Subway.
Now, I will say, speaking of that, yeah, I grew up that the only sandwiches were bologna sandwich, PB&J.
Dude, a bologna sandwich. Hey,
like like I saw kids eating roast beef. I was like, oh, your family's got house money.
Dude,
Yeah.
I ate a bologna sandwich like 2 weeks ago.
No, I like some fried bologna, but I'm saying like when the school lunch, bologna sandwich, PB&J.
Hey, brother,
We weren't getting sliced lunch meat.
I didn't say nothing about fried.
I'm frying my bologna.
I'm raw dogging that bologna. I had a fucking question I was gonna ask that was about still fucking sandwich.
What's everyone's favorite sandwich?
No.
Oh.
No, it was fuck. I hate that I forgot it. Fuck. Okay. Oh, whatever.
Chris is really happy he didn't stay on for this episode, by the way. So imagine this and you're dying of COVID.
Ollie, what's your sandwich of choice?
Sam, did you not hear him?
No,
It's 2 pieces of white bread and a small little bit
And
of
a small
ham.
little piece of ham.
A scrap of ham that he gets from a walker by.
And he's been to Subway less than 10 times.
Wow, how did I miss all of that, folks? That's terrible.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I honestly, for the
I mean, to be
tattoo, I'm
fair,
going to send you a Subway gift card.
To be fair, you never asked what sandwich I got from Subway. This would have been the question.
I don't know if I want to know. Tuna.
Oh, well, fuck me, I guess.
No, I do want to know. I do want to know. Tell me what's your Subway order. I'll judge from there.
So I got a flatbread, barbecue sauce, and basically one of every meat option they have. Lettuce and cucumber on top, and just toast that shit.
Okay.
All right. Do we want to do more?
Sorry, I'm watching NXT.
Awesome. Do we want to do more
What?
questions? How many more questions do we need? One more?
Okay.
Let's do
One more.
All right. From PTO, our newest mod. If you would like to be a mod in our Discord, DM Tanner. We need them.
Yeah. Currently, our only mod.
Probably our only mod.
What time zone is PTO in?
Uh,
We need some late night coverage. Some things get
He
wild
is the late night
sometimes.
coverage. He said he stays.
Okay,
PTO
alright.
is the late night coverage, yes.
Okay, good.
But I also agree we probably need more than one
All right.
for a 240 person server.
What if there was a hair versus hair match where the loser is forced to grow their hair out? Who would you book to take the loss?
My immediate thought was you, buddy. I was going with
that's
you,
fucking
Sam.
Gross.
That was my immediate thought. Was you versus Damus, you lose, and we just see what happens. And I actually don't have a real answer, so I guess I want to stick with you versus Damus. You lose, and we see what you look like with a beautiful set of hair.
Like, how long do these people have to grow their hair out? Do you think?
Oh, you can never cut it again.
You can never cut it again.
Yeah, that's it. You're fucked.
Wow.
I mean, once you get shaved in a lucha match, like in an apuestas, you never shave your head again. Why would you assume you can not?
What do you mean you never shave your head again?
Well, like when they lose and they get their hair shaved off, they never
go bald.
they never shave it all off again, unless they lose another match.
Well, they might trim it. They might keep it trimmed.
Well, you could trim it, but you
There's
just
no
can't.
law against it. It's not like
Well, hey,
it's an unspoken rule that you want the money, so you'll grow your hair out so it can get cut again.
yeah.
Does that work in
So-
reverse?
Well, you're gonna do it, and then you're gonna get booked into real apuestas, so you can lose it.
Oh wow, that's so true. That's so true.
Sam's gonna lose 2 apuestas matches, and it's just gonna pay for his haircuts.
I can't even grow hair. I don't know what's going on here.
Huh? Interesting. What do you mean?
Do you know what bald means, Tanner?
Yeah,
know
what do you
that
mean? What
means?
does he mean?
Well, I mean, you said I can't even grow hair. I assumed you just shaved your head. I mean,
You
Okay.
got no people are bald?
no, I know people.
Tanner doesn't
I
know
know
bald
people
is,
are
guys.
bald.
This is so embarrassing.
Oh, by the way, I remember my question. Sam, do you remember when I did Summer of Sandwiches on Twitter like 8 years ago? That was my question. That was the only thing I remembered about the sandwich question. We can move on.
I remember when you started a soda drink review Twitter account. But
That
not
is
that.
Didn't you recently make me fill out a Google form about sodas or drinks or
I
something?
did. Yeah, we're still going to
Okay.
use that.
All right.
No, I just assumed you shaved. I think I vaguely remember you talking about shaving your head when we first met.
Because I'm bald and I have hair on the side of my head that looks slightly silly.
So what would your hair? So if you didn't do anything to your head for a year, what would that situation look like?
Have you ever seen George Costanza?
Okay, Sam, I have an idea.
I don't like that.
I don't know what that means.
Sam, if you lose the Violent People Fantasy Football League, can you please do that? Can that be your punishment if you lose, as in getting 13th out of 13th place?
I will say yes to that, mostly because I will not lose.
Also, there's going to be 14. We're not doing an odd number.
We got to find a 14th, Dan.
Will. We have 2 weeks.
Someone's trying to back out
in
already.
2 weeks.
Yeah, somebody's already trying to back out, so we might only have 12.
I already got their money. Their $0 entry fee. I already got it.
I was like, wait, what? What money? Dan collecting a fee from only half the people and just pocketing it is actually a good bit.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Sam, you're that confident you won't get last place?
I will absolutely not get last place. I've never gotten last place. In,
I mean, I've never
extremely
gotten last
good at this.
place.
I'm extremely good at not losing.
We should have like a Violent People radio bet, but we should have a not necessarily a punishment, but we should do something for the winner and something for the loser, and then have a show bet for the Fantasy Football League. I don't know what any of those things are, but just an idea.
We'll figure stuff out. We're gonna do some fun stuff on the Fantasy Football League. If you have anything else like that, folks, that you're like, hey, it'd be cool if we could do this group project, shout it out. We're down to clown. As long as it's not fantasy baseball, I'm thinking that's fine.
I'm gonna do fantasy baseball next year. I've never done fantasy baseball,
and you won't.
How does fantasy baseball work?
Ollie, who are you picking?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Who's growing their hair out?
Just because I want to see how it look again. Goldberg.
I worry about just doing some of that old. In this.
No. Prime Goldberg.
Okay.
Prime Goldberg. Like 97 Goldberg. I want to see what that motherfucker's run looks like if he isn't bald and if he has like the biggest, like Triple H level mane of hair. Like just fucking going forward, spearing people. I wonder if like the baldness was the key to that streak. I don't know if he has hair, if he just gets fucking kneed in the face, Pride style.
Yeah, I was assuming Pride Sam as well. I was assuming
Prime or
Sam.
Pride.
Prime.
Both. You were in your prime when you were in Pride.
I said Pride because I heard Pride, but I meant Prime.
Although Goldberg with hair in Pride, interesting thought experiment.
Goldberg couldn't stand up to a shooter.
My choice, thanks for asking, is a tag team match, breaking the rules already. I think it'd be cool to run maybe Undertaker and Kane versus Triple H and HBK in Saudi Arabia.
Oh man.
Does anybody tear their pec in that match by chance?
I want them all to tear everything, and I'm gonna have Hunter and Sean lose, so they have to grow their hair out and never shave it.
Yeah,
and never wear stupid cowboy hats.
And the winners become mayor.
Can we borrow an old bit and make it a spit swapping makeout match so that all 4 of them get fucking executed there on the spot?
Damn, that'd be crazy.
I thought you were just trying to give me a boner.
God damn.
Jesus fucking Sam, you're gonna have to edit this week.
I'm not cutting that.
I would.
Okay, question. Wait, sorry. That
was the last question.
Sorry. I do want CM Punk and Samoa Joe to have another match where this is the stipulation, because I do not think either one of their hair would grow out exceptionally well in the year of 2024.
I think Punk could probably still grow hair.
He had to pay for hair, I'm pretty sure.
What'd you say?
Joe tried and then hit a certain point and then didn't work.
CM Punk definitely has hair plugs.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like you're not paying for hair plugs when you can grow a great hair.
I'm not saying he could grow. He could grow more than Samoa Joe.
I feel like at the end of WWE, Samoa Joe had a fair amount of hair, right? Or am I making that up?
You're definitely. Samoa Joe's never had a fair amount of hair.
I mean, all right. Compared to Sam.
Damn, yeah. Compared to, I find it funny when Dan's like compared to Sam, and I can see both of their shining bald heads.
Fucking rip.
That's just fucking funny. Dan's like, yeah, but compared to Sam's bald ass.
Dan, did you answer this question?
He literally.
Oh my
just
god,
did.
Sam.
God damn.
I felt bad about being rude, and then you do that.
Sam, you're the worst host of this show.
That's absolutely not true. Whatsoever.
As somebody that said they probably did the most podcast
Of anyone in the world.
out of anybody in the world.
I thought it was a crazy thing to say, but you said it.
Anywho, we're gonna call that good on questions this week. We'll try to get back through some of your questions. We get our most questions when we just put a ask out in the Discord. It's terrible. Everything gets lost. Why do we do it? It's true.
Especially
DM us, guys.
Please DM us.
They'll never
Please DM me anything.
Yeah, DM oh my god, it's one of my biggest pet peeves. When I'll put, hey, if you have a wacky line question, DM me, and then 3 fucking wacky line questions in the VP.
Since we're shit talking the Discord, they have done that since day one. The very first time you asked for questions, within 2 minutes you had a reply. Someone replied to the message where it says in words, DM me or send it here, not in the Discord. And they're like, meh, 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 meh.
I'll even put it in all caps. DM me, please. And then in the VP updates, like 3 minutes later. So, what's your thoughts on fucking Attack on Titan? What the fuck are you talking about?
What's your thoughts on fucking?
Message me.
Let's get into it.
Damn, why'd you have to call me out like that?
Yeah, hey, wait.
Chris would hate if he missed the fucking question.
Hey, how much time y'all got?
That's why I always ask the girls.
Hair question next week. I think he would like that. R.I.P. Chris. Smoke one for him.
Hey, Sam won't be here next week.
I won't be here next week.
Oh, that's right.
So you have a different host.
So your next show will be the
Evolve episode.
draft. Yeah. No. Next show is going to be the football draft.
Both
That
at
you're
the
on.
same time. Can we do both?
Evolve. That's been 3 weeks from now.
Oh my god! If we tried to talk about Evolve while doing a fantasy football draft, I would blow my brains out. Yeah. Also, Dan, just know the reason Goatee Gang's not happening next week is also because of Sam.
Oh, I thought you meant because of me. I was like, I don't know how that happened.
No.
Yeah, Dan, it's your fault.
I thought, like, I've been too excited about it. You guys are like, let's let this motherfucker calm down a little.
Yeah, and nobody has given me a date they would rather do it on yet. So
I'm going to Washington, D.C.
And he's going to a podcast expo. I'm like doxing you a little.
Yeah.
No, Sam's going to the Capitol.
Revisit my old stomping grounds.
Hey, I don't know why you're scheduling anything. You need to keep your schedule open for Bucky. This guy's I'm all day. I'm ready. He's gonna give me 45-minute notice. He's like, I can do right now. Talk about IWA Mid-South. Let's do it.
Oh, sandwich question. I want to go back to that real quick. If you haven't watched Ethan Shelbowski's sandwich video, do that. It's amazing. Me and my wife watch it every few months to remember, hey, what's the best way to make a sandwich? And it ends up being the best way to make a sandwich pretty much every time. So.
Oh, is that the guy that like put that gray chicken on that thing one time?
Don't fucking know what you're talking about.
He's like a ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's like apparently one time in a video he put like undercooked chicken on something, and like if you go to his TikTok comments, people are like, tell us about the chicken, Ethan. Yeah, you just pay attention next time.
I don't really care about that. Why would you cook chicken in water? I don't want to go down that path. Great sub video. Go watch it. It's how we make our sandwiches in this household.
It's funny. I don't remember it, but I go to his channel, and when I go to popular videos, it's the only one I've watched. It's got a red little bar underneath it.
Perfect.
Why are deli subs better than homemade ones?
There you go.
Is that the one? I've watched it. Apparently, I don't remember it, but I've watched it.
Next one. 6.1
you
million
should watch
views.
it again.
If you're listening to this,
I guess I'll watch.
You possibly watched it.
That's how many podcast downloads we have.
You fucking better believe it.
Yep, that's
what.
what
for real.
saying.
Next week, Ollie will be here if this one is the highest listened to episode, like his last one was. I'm just saying he's on.
If he
Right,
wants
Ollie,
to
you
be.
gotta
I'm not asking if I didn't ask if you were available. That might be rude, but I didn't ask if I could tattoo your design on me. I don't ask.
Honestly, Dan, I want to say this: fucking wild, you didn't ask.
Here's my thing in life. This is really good advice for all the young listeners. If you ask, you can get told no. If you just do it, you didn't know.
Well, what?
Better for forgiveness than permission.
I also just love how you were like, well, Sam paid for it. Okay, you're not Sam.
So, but I'm saying that changes who I'm rude to. Then we need to really get down to who owns it. I need to see their transactions.
Better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Wayne Gretzky,
William Scott, Vince McMahon, damning.
My lawyer is going to want them to figure out who owns the trademark to this before we get fucking in near me.
You know what? Sure, yeah.
So
How long have we been going? About 6 hours?
That's what it feels like.
All right, now it's time for main top. Big top.
Evolve 10, tribute to the arena.
Did you guys know that Bryan Danielson named Evolve?
Fucking hell.
I actually did know that. I
got a lot of fun facts.
Dude, Chris was so pissed when I told him we wasn't doing Evolve. He was like, I watched the longest show ever for this.
Why did he watch that?
You know what?
Made him do it.
Yeah, no one asked.
The joke
or
works
made him.
without it because none of the rest of us would watch Evolve 10.
Oh, I've already watched Evolve 10. I've already done a podcast.
Well,
Yeah,
but
I mean, I've
no.
seen it before, but
like,
yeah.
this week, didn't you guys go back? Like, let me pull up Evolve 10. I have the whole of the internet in front of me.
Well, I have reason to believe Chris is maybe procrastinating something else.
Well, everyone go watch, listen to We Don't Know Evolve 10, tribute to the arena.
You didn't get that far.
No, that's the last episode.
Never mind. Sorry, I apologize.
That's
Tribute to the arena.
It should have killed Evolve.
It killed the arena and it killed.
We don't know.
Evolve.
Nah, JD
Sam,
was
how
still
Bucky
working
is-
that territory, brother. He's still out
Is
there.
Bucky the co-host on all of them, or is he just? Did you have rotating?
No, he's the co-host on all of them. That's the.
Sam booked him 10 times. Tanner, you can't book him twice.
Hey, 6 years ago, I don't think Bucky had kids yet, so I don't know.
That's
what's
not true. Actually,
And-
plural might be true when you say it that way.
Plural, I do believe is true. He might have had the one.
Might have one. Anyway,
Might have had
are we
one.
are we ending this episode? You gotta tell Ollie.
Well, Sam, I wanted to get into We Don't Know Wrestle Kingdom.
Shut the fuck up. Shout out to Case Lowe, who just interviewed Tony Khan. Good for him.
Thought you were going to say somebody else.
In case people are new to my podcast appearance, when I'm on one episode of We Don't Know Wrestling Society X, I talk about how great Teddy Hart is. So I've always been like this.
Hey, Dan, nobody asked.
Nobody.
Wow. Why don't you tell me something about sandwiches or drinks real fast?
Lemon sorbet bubbly. I was telling Chris about it before the show started.
It's actually
good.
good.
It's very good.
I stole a whole bunch from Nationwide Arena.
It's so
It's
good.
really good.
The coconut pineapple bubbly, also very good.
It's the only bubbly I've had is the lemon sorbet.
Yep, it's very good. Hey, violentpeople.co, Wet Hot American Dragon Summer. Chris's piece is going to be up this Friday, and we are in the tail end of it. Next week, we will get into the 2020s, and we only have 5 pieces left after this week, so tune in.
Listen to lots of podcasts. Violent People Lab. We got Cole covering the N1. And then Q&T, we got T covering the G1, which apparently Tanner will one day too.
Some say it.
People are talking about it.
It's what the streets are saying.
Great stuff.
I really thought. Yeah.
Great stuff.
How can you pod like you're running out of time? Y'all remember that from Hamilton, where they were talking about his podcast?
People should follow Tanner on TikTok, and I don't even mean that as a joke.
How can you pod like you're running out of time?
Wait, that song wasn't about him eating Tide Pods and committing suicide that way? God damn.
No, it was about him podcasting, yeah.
Oh, right.
Hamilton did the other 51 podcast. How can you pod like you're running out of time?
Well, shit, I completely misunderstood the meaning of that musical.
All right. Ollie, do you have any plugs? Did you plug things?
Fuck,
Sam,
Dan has
what
to
have you
leave
been
all
doing
of
during this whole podcast?
Dan has to leave all of this in now.
I gotta make a deck for work, guys. I'm so sorry.
It really feels like you keep popping in once every 12 minutes.
Yeah, I got this thing that was due last week, and I just haven't got it done. So I'm grinding out here.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
hustling.
Maybe if you stop taking so many frivolous trips to the grocery store.
People should listen to Ollie's plugs, buy stuff from him. If he draws anything, you gotta ask before you tattoo it on yourself.
Yeah, you definitely
So Ollie,
should.
what do you got? Ollie, what do you got?
You definitely should.
Well, that's a twofold question. One, my hair's all natural, unlike you guys. I am actually got hair. Thank you.
No, hold on. I have a full head of hair. I have a full head of hair. I am not one of these bald fuckers on this show. Just want to put that out there.
Sorry, Tanner. My bad. Follow me on Twitter or on Twitch at Dweeblo. That is DWEEBYLLO. Commission me. My DMs are open. I post lots of cool stuff when I am inspired. God knows I should post a bunch, so you may have to scroll through my media to actually get some of my designs, but I promise you they are good. These guys can attest to it, and especially the one dumbass that got one of them tattooed onto his skin forever. Well, I hope you don't regret that in 20 or 30 years. Really, I hope you don't.
I hope I'm alive in 20 or 30 years, man. I got bigger worries.
That's what I was thinking.
The other side, the other side of the forum says "eat the rich," so it's like I'm not dealing with like a perfect canvas here.
But no, help me make money, please. I'm begging you. I need money. Help, please.
Oh God.
Please.
Sounds like Tanner before Disney World.
Dan, I had a lot of expenses this year. Thank you.
Tanner, I'm trying to help you. Tanner, I plugged your TikTok. You got a Shrek cup today. I was very happy for you.
Hey, dude, I'm fucking pumped about that Shrek cup. That was the one I wanted.
Yeah,
I enjoyed Tanner on TikTok so much more than when he's saying stuff about wrestling. It's crazy.
He's got a fun TikTok. I'm thinking about rebranding my TikTok.
Your TikTok was good too,
Sam,
with the vegan reviews.
Good.
Yeah, I loved it.
I rewatched some of yours because I was trying to get inspired, and yeah, I really liked it.
I gotta get back.
You sold me on some pepperonis or some shit.
Oh, the frick pepperonis really are good.
Yeah.
I also,
because of you.
Sam, I think it is so cute. I'm not going to dox you or anything. I think it's so cute that your wife commented it like she didn't know who you were on your TikToks. For
my wife
that engagement.
will be the first commenter. She's my #1 fan.
And
then she will
it was so
text
good.
all of her friends to be like, "Hey, comment, like,
That
subscribe, help the algorithm," to all of her friends.
No, that fucking rules.
that is awesome. Riley did that when I started the blog during COVID. Like she would like go and read it. And like she like messaged people like Tanner has this little blog that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna marry you. And
Like Chris's little throat.
Yeah. Can you actually for real please put that in?
I will try my best.
Maybe put it in like
You don't need to insert it anywhere. Just cut it and have that be the first entry to the podcast after the intro song. And
Well,
then do
you
the
say that,
actual intro.
Sam. I think I need you to send me your file. You hate doing that.
I'll do
here's
it.
what
I'll do it.
here's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Sam, you send them that sound piece. You put that, then you do the pod intro, then you get into the podcast.
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, what? Hey, what's the name of this episode?
I've been sitting on one for like most of the episode.
Let's hear it.
It is like, what is Giant Kamala's last name? But typed out like this.
It's compelling audio, 2.5 hours.
I just now realized for the first time in all our recordings of Discord that there was a chat feature in here too.
I did not know feature in voice channels.
I was like, where's he typing it? And I clicked on his box button. I'm like, oh, he'd already sent stuff too. That's funny. All right, that's the name. Good night, folks.
Wait, what
You know,
I can't see.
Night night.
So what are we doing with this website,
Oh.
guys?
That's really funny. Good night, Ollie.